I don't feel like I performed badly. I made a couple of mistakes, but I don't feel like I completely fucked up. Like, I feel like I performed well. It's just a bad matchup. Yeah, double tapped a couple of times really sucks. I gotta say, I felt like Maddie fucking CTing like a pro. I gotta say that. I felt almost like Maddie. I give this speech to my girlfriend all the time. Doesn't work then either. Ah, yep. GG. Z, good duels, man. That was awesome. You played very well. You did very well. Yeah, Z is good. I was so tilted the other day when I lost to him. Not because I lost to Z, but because I lost and I should have gone Murder Den. I was like, I should have just built a Murder Den. I was so tilted. I wanted my Din v Din rematch, but we didn't get it. I was like, I just want a rematch against Z. But no, that was good. All right, so now we're looking at Bowie versus Chi Sus, and it looks like, oh, look at this. These guys must have thought out some shit here, because Chi Sus also looks to be on a cold sork. I'm fucking happy to see this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy to see this, because the very astute, observant few. Oh no, maybe he's not on a cold sork. He's on a necro. I was like, what? Why did I see Blizzard there? What the fuck was going on with that? I couldn't see the character, but I saw a Blizzard get dropped down. I thought this guy was on a sorceress. I was like, what is this? What's going on? But yeah, so no, it looks like Chi Sus is on a necro. Chi Sus is on a necro. This is a classic matchup right here. Very tough distance duel. Bowie's gonna try to close the distance. He's gonna try to probably get in kicks, I would imagine. Kicks and possibly fire blasts. That's going to be, I think, oh, look at that. Yep, big kicks. He's going to try to lock Chi Sus out with these kicks. Try to stun lock him. Doesn't keep the chain, though. Oh, my God. Did you see that clutch use of his dragon flight right there? That allows him to grab a name lock on Chi Sus just off the screen without having to see him, which makes this a very miserable matchup for a Necro. You know, more than it would be in LOD. In LOD, I would say this was a 50-50 matchup right here. But not so much in D2R with the current state of kicks. Bowie Poggers. Look at that. That was a very good performance from Bowie right there. Very smooth. Guy knew what he was doing at every point right there. That was solid. I really love the dragon flight there. And again, the reason he's doing that is to grab that name lock from off screen and then immediately start kicking, which is what a Necro hates seeing in this matchup. Yeah, by the way, I owe you guys a few drinks, don't I? Cheers to you, Shirley Serious. I got a whole bunch of them. Cheers to Master Otis. Cheers to Joby. All right, I think it's 1-0 right now, up for Bowie. Oh, 100%. Neck has to really be aware. Really has to be aware, has to be ready for it. You can kind of see Chi Sus walking down a little bit here. Trying to. Yeah, there it is. But he's still, oh, just getting kicked bad. Nice chain there from Bowie. He tries to grab the chain lock again, but he misses it. Chain lock's a little harder to grab in D2R. A little harder to do consistently. But he did get tagged by that golem there, which is going to slow him down a little bit. Yeah, stop your toxic supportive sins. Toxic Max. Undying supportive sins. Yeah, Neck basically gets punished a lot in this matchup. So what they're talking about doing in patch 2.4 is making kicks work a lot differently. To the point where they no longer always hit, which is really good. Kicks are going to no longer always hit. I really do like that. They are going to always hit if you're charged up, which I also like the spice of that. You know, kicks are just kind of ridiculous in the current state of D2R. Chisus in a lot of trouble. He's probably a couple of kicks away, being honest. Yep, and there it is. Bowie going in with the kicks. Appreciate you, John. What's up, dude? I'm happy to see you here, brother. Cheers to you. Free cheers to my boy, John. Bowie the Beast. So what is it? It's Dragon Tail? That's what allows it. That's the one that allows him to grab the name lock off screen, right? I call it Dragon Flight, but I thought it was Dragon Flight. Is it Dragon Tail? Or what is it? Nice kicks in, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Cannot wait till they fix these kicks in the patch, man. A long overdue change. D-Flight is the AA teleport. That's what I thought. Tail is the fire kick. Talon is rapid kick. Okay. Yeah, those are going to get some buffs in the patch, too. We might actually see some legit kick-ins in this patch. Ooh, big hits there from Chisus, but Bowie trying to do some stomping. Nice escape there, but man, he's gonna get punished. If you notice, Bowie has Burst of Speed active here. It's because Fade isn't really necessary against a Necro, but also it kind of spells doom for the Necro when he gets into those kick locks, because Bowie can very quickly run after the Necro as he's walking down. So it's like he gives him no space when he's sitting there kicking him. He gives him no space. He's just able to quickly follow up, even though the Necro is technically getting away, but he's just too quick and catches him as he's getting away with all of that faster run walk. Very, very miserable matchup in the current state of D2R for the Necro. I'm surprised to not see Bowie CT casting here. I've been told, full honesty, CT casting might be one of the holes in the game, in Bowie's game. He doesn't CT cast a lot. So I hate to reveal his secrets, but if that ever could be abused, you know, that's one of the things we don't see Bowie do a lot. I think if he did, you know, I've seen him get caught in a couple of chain locks from some very skilled players, and CT casting would help quite a bit. And it would also help him catch the Necro here. You notice he's kind of teleporting around the map, trying to catch this Necro. CT casting helps you keep that constant aggression on an opponent. But we don't see Bowie do it a lot. I would really love to see that. It's awkward for me to give advice to people who are far better duelers than me. But I would just say, looking at it from the outside, if Bowie did CT cast, and if he got that in his regular repertoire of things to do, I think this guy would be an unbeatable savage, more than he already is. It's something that we see Toshank do on just about all of his characters, for example, even on Sins. Guy is absolutely mad with how skillful he is at it. And it allows him to escape chain locks. We saw that also with, you know, just in that matchup with Z. The fact that he was able to get off my screen so quickly to escape my chains when I had him, you know, locked, I was going to stomp him. It suggests the player is CT casting, meaning that they're teleporting further than they should. CT is overrated on D2R. It's a good point. There are wider screens, but it still does give you a little bit. How much more of an advantage it is in D2R versus how it was in LOD, I don't know. I could see the argument for that, but for the fact that it still does give you a little bit more, one would figure that having that, you know, having that in your regular repertoire is better than not, because it does give you some distance. Yeah, CT's fantastic on Sin. It's fantastic for escaping, you know, the nasty chain locks of people. You know, it's, in my experience, yeah, you can probably still escape a chain lock with regular teleporting. It's going to take you a few more teleports. You know, it's going to take you one or two more teleports, I think. That's just in my anecdotal experience, but that could literally be the difference in your death in PvP. Look at these mana pots. These guys got stewed all over the moor. Keeping each other fueled up. Usually this matchup between a Sin and a Necro tends to be very mana intensive. Yeah, good question, EPK. I would say just either go into the Discord. A lot of people always dueling in our Discord, or also just join duel games in, you know, in D2R. I always just look for or try to join like duels with a Z. Like, you know, just kind of guess the names that people would have made. That's kind of a good way to do it. There's always been games up, in my opinion. Sometimes, you know, in my experience, sometimes they're full. Sometimes the pub games are full, but they're always up there. Confirmed pub. Always been one of them pubs, bruh. Yeah, usually a lot better GM duels from the Discord. You never know what you're going to get in pub duels. Oh, man, nice catch there from Bowie. This could spell the beginning of the end for this round. He's catching him. Necro trying to walk down. Bowie unable to keep the chain lock there. Oh, and a nice catch again. It looks like the Necro's been cut open from that open wounds. Bowie trying to finish with Mind Blast, but it's kind of difficult to do that against the Necro. They have that bone armor, which absorbs physical damage. Mind Blast being physical damage. It's difficult to really land that through on the bone armor. And there it is. Bowie takes it. I believe it's 3-0 Bowie currently, I believe, unless I missed a round or two. Can we get Bowie interview? Absolutely. Yeah, I could do that. If he's up for it. Yeah. That'd be cool. I'm deafened in the Discord, but I can undeafen myself after. Got a lot of people in the channel though, so well, let me see. Yeah, everybody's muted though, so that's good. We might be able to if he's down. If he's down for that. All right, looks like this is round 4 right here. Bowie versus Chisus. All we've seen so far is shutouts. Z shut me out with a 5-0 victory. Whooped my fucking ass. Bowie well on his way here. 3-0 currently against Chisus. I really like Chisus's use of teeth. I think this is a very, very good use of teeth. And the reason being is because it gets rid of that Shadow Master. It procs the claw block, you know, and it does constant small amounts of damage over time. I really do like that in this matchup, especially when you kind of have to stay on the move, right? You really have to stay on the move as a Necro. You don't want to get caught with that Dragon Talon, get caught being kicked. Like, I really do like his use of teeth here. I think that's genius. If you could get in the habit of predicting where the Sin's going to come in from, you can actually use it pretty well to your advantage. And, you know, have a whole bunch of teeth sitting there waiting for the assassin as she comes in. Which honestly, using those corners can work to your advantage too, but can also put you in a very detrimental situation. If you barricade yourself in a corner, the Sin can only approach from a certain amount of angles, right? But also, if she catches you with those kicks, hang it up, because you're not getting out of it. If she catches you at the right angle, you're not getting out of it. You don't have anywhere to walk. So it's a dangerous play, but I actually kind of like it if you stay off the corner a little bit. Just kind of barricade yourself in a corner and spam teeth, just waiting for her to come in. It's going to be a slow work down, but it'll get you into a point where possibly a bone spear will finish the fight. I say that, but Jesus is doing a great job. I think he's playing to his outs. Oh, and he's puddled right now. Oh, but he manages to get out. Can he get out for good? He can. Bowie had a nice lock there, but Chisus gets out. Yeah, Bowie is on his game tonight, man. This is what I like about these one duel matchups too, is that, you know, part of winning a bracket tournament, right, is how much endurance do you have? When we see this, we see fighters coming in fresh, coming in aggressive, just like this, on top of their game. They get to really commit everything to this matchup. Commit all of their mental energy, which you might be sitting there thinking, oh, it's just a game. How much mental and emotional energy do you need? I can tell you a fucking lot. Like, especially when you're doing duels back to back for hours. It's very taxing on you mentally. And seeing one-off duels like this really allows both players to, hopefully be on their game. But if they, and when they are, you can see aggressive play like this. So Bowie's happy to do it. I'm going to unmute myself. Everybody else, please courteously, don't unmute yourself. Or, let me see here. What up, Bowie? What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Good duels. Looks like that was a 5-0 victory for Bowie right there. Very nicely done. Bowie, good performance, man. That was very aggressive. You seemed like you knew what you were doing all the time.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I was actually trying something new out tonight. Normally, when I duel against Necromancers, I typically like to run Dragon Talon, which is the rapid 3-kick attack.
Yep.
Or sometimes I'll switch it up and do Dragon Claw, which is what I used in old school Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction.
Yep.
But on here, I wanted to test something out brand new for tonight, Dragon Tail. And I think you probably noticed it in the stream, but what happens is Dragon Tail has that AoE explosion attack at the tail end of it, meaning that rather than being a rapid kick that would just kind of pummel somebody to death instantly, right? You're going to do slow 1 kicks at a time, but it's harder for them to run away from it because of the explosion.
Wow. So Dragon Tail. Now does that work? This is coming from someone. I mean, my experience on Sins is basically from the advice I got from you probably close to 6 months to a year ago now. How does Dragon Tail work? Is it sort of like D-Flight where you don't have to have the name lock on your screen? You can just kind of click it when they're close and it brings you right to them?
No. So actually, Dragon Tail functions really similarly to Dragon Talon, except the only difference is rather than being a series of 3 or 5 or even 6 kicks, it's just 1 kick with an explosion that does fire damage at the end. But the fire damage is really minimal. If you're close up enough, you can still crack the open wounds. But that being said, I don't want to steal all the credit for this build. My good friend Marvel actually came up with this. He was the first one to start testing this build, and I kind of borrowed the idea from him. So I don't want to be the only person to steal the credit for this build.
Wow, and that's a good thing about the community in D2, especially in PvP. Is like, I mean, that's how you get better. You see the ideas and the testing of other people, and you take that and you incorporate things into your build. And a lot of people look at Sins and they think that, especially like this, a trapper being so one-dimensional. But the truth of it is, especially in the current state of D2R, is that they're not. There's a lot of skills that if you are informed and know how to use them and know how they work, you can really switch up your build in such subtle ways that you confuse your opponent, similar to sort of what we see in other builds. My Murder Den, a hybrid poison bone necro, just to the point where you confuse your opponent. Like, what the hell are they going to do? That was really cool, man. Very dominant performance there. Anything else that was sort of secret about this Sin? Like, what were your tactics here, and how did you make this look so easy?
I guess, so my style, and normally when I play, you saw how I played my Whirlwind Assassin in D2 Lord of Destruction, right?
Yep.
So the difference here is that with the current state of Diablo 2 Resurrected, Whirlwind is actually not working. You can get desinged in the middle of your Whirlwind if something hits you. You can get FHR'd, and what will happen is you're going to spin, and then when you get hit, you're actually going to freeze and then teleport to your intended final location. And what happens is, as somebody using the skill, you really get screwed over against like a Druid or a Necro or a Charger, for example. So I'm like, you know what? With the game changing the way that you need to play, I adopted a new style, leveraging kicks a lot more than I did in the past. And I was like, you know what? I've been using Dragon Claw and Dragon Talon for forever. Let's switch it up. Let's try Dragon Tail, see how it plays out. And it was similar. I was trying to pin down a Necromancer, chase him, and bait him into feeling safe and spamming a bunch of spirits who would stand still when he's shooting, and then kind of get the jump on him that way. Yeah,
very nice, man. Very well played. You did a hell of a job there, man. That was cool to watch. It's always fun to watch you on a Sin, dude. Absolutely solid. Would you mind showing off some gear? You might have already done that. But I would love to see kind of what you're rocking. I love the matching charms already. Just how this character looks is phenomenal.
Yeah, so I'm always happy to show off my gear. As everyone knows, Chaos and Fury are the primary claws that every assassin uses. Chaos being the one that gives you Whirlwind, Fury being the one that gives you Open Wounds. And then I can't show you guys a secret tech, unfortunately, between behind the two claws per the request of my good friend Marvel, but I'll show you the rest of the gear.
Okay, you got some secrets you don't want to reveal. Okay.
I got some secret tech. Everything is.
Can you give us a hint as to why the or what the point of them might be? In a very general sense. Keep it as esoteric as you'd like.
So the secret behind the build is leveraging a little bit more open wounds than a Fury Claw, and making your assassin run a little bit faster than they.
Do you run Malice on it? On your swap?
I
nailed it, didn't I? I fucking nailed it. Don't worry about it. I fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed it.
Okay. Anyways, let me show you guys the rest of the gear. So I got a Griffins with a 40 ED, 15 attack speed. This gives you
Jesus, what a beautiful Griffins. Look at this. An even 200 defense with a 40-15 jewel in it, 20-15. This guy ain't fucking around, man. That's a pretty Griffins.
I got my amulet with strength and life over here.
Wow.
Triangles.
Never been without gear.
My Arachnid's belt, and then of course you can't go wrong with 2 life rep rings, right? Because RTF rep the full just in case ever needed. And then we have our Shadow Dancer boots, and for my inventory, I decided I could run Shadow. I probably should have ran Shadows, but I decided to run 7 Trap Grand Charms and 2 Shadows. Just in case, this strategy, for example, that I was testing didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. At least I can trap him down like a trapper.
Right.
And then, for the torch, it is perfect torch. Annie, the perfect Annie.
Wow.
Small charms I can't show off. It's a secret.
Small charms are a secret. I'm gonna guess you're loaded up with 451s.
Maybe.
I'm going to guess you're loaded up with 451s. Now, that's something that even Toshank had mentioned earlier when we were in a pub game. He had mentioned, he's like, if I load this Zon up with 313 poisons or 451s, that's GM. Technically, in DFC rules, yes, it is. Until it's broken, until someone breaks it and forces us to change the rule, we haven't really seen a lot of poison really be the difference in the matchup. Open wounds more often than not being the case. So yeah, that's dope, man. That looks very good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, sick.
And
you got this is your community stash right here for all your swap outs, huh?
Yeah, this is my swap for all the other cold. This is poison. These are lightnings, fires. These are FHRs. These are 5/5s, 25s. But I wanted to show off these gloves because not a lot of people know about these gloves. If you ever go up against a poison necromancer or a plague or an Amazon that uses plague javelin, or even somebody who may or may not be abusing 451 small charms, you can significantly mitigate their poison damage output by having poison length reduction. And this is the easiest way to get it. These gloves are literally like 1 forum goal. You can probably find them killing
they're pretty easy to find, man. They're pretty. Yeah, everybody should have a pair of those in their shared stash, in my opinion. Now, I'll say this about one of my superpowers, right? One of my superpowers, sometimes I say, is being able to read into things, right? I'm not always good at it. Sometimes I miss the mark. But I'm going to say, based on your response to my comment about 451 poison charms, and based on your kind of how you just said that, I'm going to guess possibly your secret sauce is 3 faster run walk, 100 poison damage small charms, or possibly more. Because we noticed you running extremely fast in that duel when you were catching the Necro. And it seems like between your strategy or what you were doing, that could be possibly the best charm in that slot. Just show me one if I'm right, Bowie. Just show me one if I'm right.
Faster hit recovery poison charm.
Oh, damn it. Okay, no, he's got... Okay, I was close. All right. I was close. Faster run walk. Okay, so the reason... And I don't think this is any secret either. Like, no need to really keep it a secret. I kind of talked about it in the duel a little bit. Is that the faster run walk really is, not only is it a hard counter to getting out of Mind Blast, I shouldn't say a hard counter, it's a pretty soft counter really, but also the alternative to that is when the assassins start stacking up faster run walk, it gets even worse for you when they start doing kicks. You know, that's where it really comes into play. You can run your opponent down as they're walking out of your Mind Blast, which is a solid strategy. It just makes it so demoralizing. It makes me really look forward to when they fix kicks in the new patch. How are you feeling about their the changes in the new patch, by the way, to kicks?
I think it's a really good balance, honestly. I have to admit that, the current state of kicks is a little strong, and that's why in, for example, D2 Arena, they only allow it versus Sins and Necromancers, which honestly, between me and you, are really the two matchups that you really, really are going to need to have kicks.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I would love to kick down a Paladin, but we never really did it that often in D2 Lord Destruction. I don't see
Let's
a
fucking
need to
go,
do
dude.
it now.
I need to get some practice in with my Murderden against some good Sins. So let's fucking go. You can kick me down all you want, bro.
I don't know, man. You can outsmite me. I'm kind of scared of that Murderden. I remember you charged me one time, and I looked at my life pool, and it went from 100 to 25. I'm like, I'm not going to mess with this guy. Not gonna happen.
Man. GG. Well, Bowie, thank you so much for showing off your build and some of the tricks that you have here. I really appreciate that, man. If you guys like Bowie's style here and haven't gone over and checked him out on Twitch, please do. Give him a follow or a sub even on there. It's just twitch.tv/Bowie6, BUI6. I appreciate your time, Bowie. You're the man.
No worries, man. And thanks so much for hosting these events. It's really awesome that you're pulling together the community. I really love what you're doing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, we'll talk to you soon and probably see you in the next event, brother.
Yep. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace. All right, GG. Thanks for the suggestion of the of the interview there. I think that was pretty cool, and thank you to Bowie for doing that. That was dope. We're gonna move on to the next duel here, and I'm just gonna look and see what we've got. I believe it's Maddie versus Riz, and that's what we're doing here. So I'm gonna dial in to one of these guys' streams here. Hopefully, if they have it up, I'm just gonna check and see what's going on. Looks like Maddie is indeed streaming, so we're going to dial into that, see how that's going. And, yeah, looking good. Oh, look at this. No surprise. Maddie on a sin over here. Maddie on a sin. Interview Maddie after his match. Guy's stoned as fuck. GG. GG. Yeah, that's dope, dude. Yeah, Maddie on a sin over here. I really do think in this new patch we're going to see some interesting things. The kicks, of course, are going to be balanced, a little more balanced from the sin. You're going to have to charge up with a skill first before your kicks are ignoring your target's defense or ignoring your target's block or always hitting. They will always hit if you're charged up, but they won't otherwise, which is going to be pretty good. I think that's a good change. I think that's a good balance change. However, there is something else that I kind of worry about, and that is they're sort of reallocating the attribution, the synergies for Lightning Century, meaning you could get away with doing more with doing more damage with less skill points on your Lightning Sentries by the looks, but from our first look earlier on. So the fear with that is that Sins will actually have more skill points that they can put into Dragon Talon or these other kick spells to really pull something off. Yeah. By the way, Priest Valon, somebody was asking about you earlier. They were saying, where are you in D2R? Happy to see you here, man. Yeah, this guy, Bowie knows his class, man. Bowie knows that assassin better than anybody I know. We did that Spider Sin video before the launch of D2R, and we took a lot of that inspiration, a lot of those, a lot of that from Bowie and his build and his suggestions. So I'm just going to check here on the Discord. I'm going to swap over because the screen just goes blank whenever I don't. We're looking for, currently looking for Riz. Currently looking for Riz. Where is Riz? By the way, Shirley, Shirley, are you putting the data in, or do we want to do that later? See, like I can do mine. Winner Z. He was on a sorceress. Blizzard. Opponent. Coooley. Paladin. Murdered. Easy. Yeah, so just make sure when we're reporting these, I'll pop over and just show you guys, remind you guys again. Oops, looks like I'm losing this. There we go. Browser. Right. I'll pop over here just to remind you guys again. So when we post these in the wins and losses, just post them in here. Let people know. You know, that would be like Bowie 5-0 Chisas Trapper versus Bone Necro or what have you. You know, and that way we know the class, we know what it was. But that's how to report those, just in case anybody was wondering. Okay, how's this duel looking? It looks like we were waiting on Riz. If we're still waiting on that, Riz can't make it. We can move on to the next one. Shirley Sirius also has a duel up next. So if Shirley Sirius and who is it else here? We have Shirley Sirius versus the Dirty One 25. If you guys want to just get ready, get on deck, get your streams going in the Discord, on the join the stream, that would be awesome. After this match, you guys are up. Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Max, on the old FB stream. Is that they're making it they're making stuns essentially have diminishing returns. I'm not sure. Bowie or somebody, could you message me the password to that game, and then we'll let Riz know, or somebody just message Riz on Discord the password to that game. And also, let me see here. Make sure I know Riz's Discord here. What is Riz? Riz on the roster is... Okay, we got him. Anyone who knows the past of that game. I appreciate you guys not making the games with easily guessed passwords. That works out pretty well. Anybody who knows. All right, just message me or Riz. Message me or Riz on Discord. Let us know. Really? Priest gonna be ready for the next tourney? You know the tourney's next week. We're doing these every week, man. Priest, I would absolutely love to see you back in the DFC, back in the game, dude. God, you have some competition now. We got a pretty solid Zon that's in the DFC, Audacity, and I've always said, hey, look, this is this would be one hell of a match. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna message Riz now. I just joined up on this game right here, the game that I'm in. Y'all feel free to join up. There we go. All right, we got it. We're in. Sorry about the confusion there, guys. And let's see if we can get over here and check this out. We're back looking at Maddie's screen here. Priest is greater than all. Gosh, I would still love to see it, though, man. I feel like I've had my ass handed to me by Audacity so much now, it just brings back those nightmare days of going up against TFC Priest and never fucking winning. I'm like, damn it. It could be that I'm kind of under geared on, on my murder din on D2R, but it just makes me wonder. I'm like, God, I gotta know. I gotta know who wins this matchup. Jab is greater than kicks. Priest dropping knowledge on us in this stream. Priest dropping knowledge on us. I did not know that. I did not know that. Do they work the same way? Do they like ignore target defense and shit and always hit? And they, because I feel like if they don't, that's a tall order to be better than kicks. Kicks are insane right now in D2R. Yeah, kicks are super broken. Priest, you got to get in on some duels, man. You got to see the new meta. Actually, just wait till 2.4 when kicks actually work, the way they should. that's when you can make the great return. Because that's going to be crazy. Right now, they work like, think of kicks like mini smites, Priest. Like they work like mini smites. They just always hit. You can't dodge, avoid, evade, block them. They just ignore target defense. Ridiculous. Impale equals smite in 2.4. Should be interesting. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That'll be really cool. Don't you need a two-handed jab to impale, though? I feel like if so, that's really weak. But if you can impale with a one-handed jab, that's fucking insane. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely intentional by the looks. I mean, I kind of like it. Like, I like it, I really do. I like the fact that you have to be charged up. You have to make some sort of investment in another martial arts skill first to make those unblockable. I really do like that change. All right, these guys are off. This is going to be Riz versus Maddie. And it looks like I didn't get a good look on Riz and what he's using on Zed, but if anybody knows, just let me know. Not sure what class he's using, if he's using a fellow assassin or if he's or what he's using. Oh my god, Tesla Din is going to be insane. I'm pretty sure we came to the conclusion after reading the patch notes that we're just going to ban Auradins in the DFC afterwards. All right, looks like Riz is also on a Sin, so we got a Sin v Sin matchup here. Ooh. And Riz does some whirling. Riz is a spider. Riz the Spider Den. Zed the Spider Den. I would imagine, Marty. Yeah, Auradins are going to be beasts. Like, I mean, Auradins already had their work cut out for them in the DFC because the only thing we were relying on for Dins to not get banned from the DFC was if you played defensively. If you were just running away from your opponent, you'd get DQ'd. Like, you can't take that approach. But now, people can't even get close without taking 2 times as much damage from your aura. That's just a little ridiculous. That's just too much. Auradins really didn't need a boost in PvP, I don't think. And that just kind of pushes it over the top. Like, they were already sort of a lates build. But, a buff to the actual damage from auras, making them hit 2 times as hard when you're close up. No way. Like, we just can't do that. Like, you can't do that. I mean, that's just not only is it overpowered, but I mean, it's just, if late duels weren't encouraged from it before, they definitely are now. But the hardcore fan in me just wants to let it happen. See how it goes. And there it is. Maddie takes round 1 over Riz. The Trapper beats the Hybrid. The frames are not similar to Smite. I don't believe anyway. Are we talking about Impale? I think it works a little differently. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Zon frames in general. The IAS that she needs to reach max breakpoints with certain things is fucking slow. FHR is fucking slow. Cast is fucking slow. Everything about the Zon is slow, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why that particular class got the short end of the stick with every piece of programming and every piece of recovery and faster anything in the game. Let it happen with Ordinance. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You might be right, Priest. It's sort of uncharacteristic to ban something in the DFC until we see how broken it is. Like, until we see how actually broken it is. Maybe it's just the answer we need to certain already busted builds. But then again, when you talk about buffing up the Paladin in PvP to anybody, everybody's got something to say about that. There's a lot of people, casual players, that think Hammerdins are overpowered in PvP, and they couldn't be more wrong, about that. They're really not that overpowered. They just hit hard. But just because you hit hard doesn't mean the class in and of itself or the build in and of itself is overpowered. Yep. I'm all for it, though. I might be able to do that. I might be able to say, all right, let's see how broken it is first. It'd be uncharacteristic to ban something. But I will say, speaking of banning, I was talking about this earlier on FB Gaming, is that one of the things we were on the verge of banning, or not banning, but changing about the rules in DFC, is the amount of hard points you could put into Mind Blast. We were on the verge of restricting it to 1 point, just because sins don't need, two different ways to perma-stun people. Additionally, when you can do serious damage with Mind Blast, they just don't need that many ways. And especially after seeing Bowie's build and the secrets that he has, with the faster run walk, which I say secret, a lot of people already knew about, how that works, and the devastating effects it has. But it's just weird. I don't think they really need any more ways. So it looks like in the patch they are gonna fix some of that shit that's going on with the kicks. So at least they'll have one less. Maybe they won't. Maybe people actually charge the skill up. You never know. Maddie, nice job avoiding that whirlwind there. Very, very clutch. Very good looks. Very good looks on that. He noticed that that Riz was trying to whirlwind out of that Mind Blast lock towards him. So what he did was just teleported to the side and re-grabbed the name for the Mind Blast lock. That was really cool. Just a very, very subtle strategy there. Always keeping a nice star of traps up wherever he's going. You see the CT casting from Maddie, and it looks like Riz is in a lot of trouble. A couple of Mind Blasts away. He's keeping the distance, trying to bait Maddie in, but it looks like it's only a matter of time, and there it is. Maddie takes out Riz for round 2. I'm actually really impressed with the aggression that we see here in this Sin v Sin matchup. A lot of times these are miserable duels to watch because both players are kind of scared to get aggressive. As Bowie once said, and very, very eloquently put it, a Sin battle, Sin v Sin, is who gets aggressive first. It's a very defensive battle. Who decides to get aggressive first? That's usually the loser. But with this hybrid versus trapper matchup here, and especially with how these players are handling it, I actually really like this. It's in Riz's favor to get aggressive and try to catch Maddie. It's in Maddie's, best interest to kind of take advantage of that, as best he can without getting caught. It's going to come down to, can Riz catch Maddie? Can he kind of play these mind games that Maddie is so good at playing? And try to get in front of him, try to trick him, try to get him to eat some of those whirlwinds. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Needs more RTF gear? What do you mean? What is RTF? Excuse my ignorance. Maddie teleporting into the way of danger right there. Rep to full. Jesus Christ, we don't want to see that. Well, there is a cap of 40 in the DFC now. It never used to be the case, but you know, ES Sorks really changed a lot about DFC rules. Got all of these rep acronyms. Yeah, rep to full. I didn't even know that was as popular as it was to demand an acronym, honestly. I didn't even know. Get with the times. Get with the times, boomer. Oh, what's this rep to full shit? Back in my day, we'd have good duels where we just duked it out, you know? Weren't no Lation and repping to full. Oh, nice lock there from Riz, and he finishes Maddie. That's what it's all about. Can Riz catch Maddie? And he did. We see the first back and forth duel so far here in round 3. It looks like it's 2-1 Maddie, I believe, right now. But Riz with a solid whirlwind trap right there. That was very well set. Very nicely done. I think it's currently Naj's staff. I think it has like 60 some odd, 67. I think that's the most you can get. Joey says, get wrecked, Maddie. $69, no kappa. Yep, 69. You might be right. For LLD, it's 48. Yep. Buoy. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll have nothing to watch. Hold on. I'm just gonna if this goes gray here for a minute, I'll just swap over. Let's see if Riz is streaming this as well. Is Riz in the streaming his side too? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Let's check this out. See if we can dial into Riz's standpoint here. It looks like he might not be. Oh, no. Stream has ended. I guess we'll go back to Maddie. Yes, we'll go back to Maddie. A little bit of granular footage here. She'll clear herself up, hopefully. Maddie off to a nice start here. Got Riz at probably about halfway through. Probably about half life here. You see Riz using these fire traps. I think that's how he locked Maddie up before. I think that's how he locked Maddie up. You know, he sets these traps and hopes Maddie teleports into them. And when he does, and when he gets hit by those fire traps, especially if he's in that Mind Blast swirly, he's going to get stunned by every single one of them. That on top of Whirlwind is going to make it really tough for Maddie to get out. And the fact that in that last duel he was kind of puddled there too. Rough spot to be in. You can see that. Look at this. Riz setting this up. Is Riz a ghost? Is Riz a ghost? He's hitting really hard with that Whirlwind. And he's laying fire traps, which makes me think he might be a ghost. Yeah, okay, he is a ghost. All right, good stuff. Yeah, no worries. Hybrid fire trapper. Oh, wow. Oh, man, and he's trapped there. Maddie gets some good damage in from the Mind Blast. I appreciate Riz letting us know there. Thank you, Riz. It's risky typing in the more, but he does it. And Maddie takes round 4, 3-1 Maddie so far. I love that. I actually, I got my ass kicked by one of those the other day. A hybrid fire trapper. They lay those fire traps, which do some pretty serious damage, but then they also whirl at you. And God, those locks are hard to get out of, man. I really like that. I really like that build, and I think it might get quite a buff here in the upcoming patch. So we might see more of those in PvP. More effective ones. One thing I'm really upset about in patch 2.4 is that they made it so that Plague is not on claws. I was really upset about that. That went from being one of those boogeyman rune words that we were all kind of wondering how that was going to pan out to like the shittiest rune word they've ever made. Like it went that way overnight. I mean, overnight. When they announced it being in a claw, people were like, shit, this is going to shake things up. And then they said, oh, yeah, just a sword. And we're like, oh, well, fuck. Why did you even go? Like, what's your goal? You're trying to make Cham runes worth more? You didn't do a very good job of it. Like, that's just not enough, man. That's just not enough. They said Cham runes are going to be so great in this patch. Yeah, what? For subpar rune words? Chams are great for subpar rune words. You might have actually devalued the Cham in this patch. Yeah, Flickering Flame does look interesting. I actually like that one. That one's the best one. The only viable one, if you ask me. Like, if you're going to make 5 new rune words, don't make them subpar. Like, don't make them like the old rune words that just really sucked. Nice lock from Maddie. He might... You don't see Maddie trying to follow up with a lot of chain locks. That's dangerous to do on someone that can whirl and hit for a significant amount of damage. You don't usually do it versus barbs, and you definitely don't do it against, sort of a ghost sin, sort of like Riz is here. He's a hybrid fire, but his claws hit like a fucking ghost. I mean, we saw him take Maddie out in a matter of a couple of whirlwinds there. But also, he got clipped last duel, and man, that hurt. Almost 50%ed him. But Maddie doing a good job getting some damage in there, keeping that Mind Blast lock. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I think the trolley one that was put out there on Reddit should be an actual rune word. Really shake things up. Oh, Maddie cut open here from that open wounds, bleeding out. Maddie at about 70% life here, 65%. Oh, and a nice hit again from Riz, taking him to just under 50%. Oh, man, Maddie getting a little aggressive there, trying to finish, and he almost got finished himself. Got 1 life. He was trying to finish with that Mind Blast, but Riz was ready with quite a few whirlwinds there. Did some serious damage and cut him open, reducing his life total to 1, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. Maddie did get there with that Mind Blast and potentially a trap. Hard to see exactly what finished him there. It could have been a Shadow Master casting Mind Blast, or it could have been a trap that was sitting there waiting. Hard to see, but likely one of the two. Oh, I'm so down for interviewing Maddie there. If he's up for it, just let me know. And if you don't, ain't no big thing, Maddie. If you're high as fuck, that's cool. That's cool. All right, I gotta go re-up on the beer and take a quick piss break. I'll be right back, guys. I'll leave you with this duel, though. I'll leave you with the duel. BRB. Oh, no, I just said I had to take a quick piss break and grab another beer so I can raise the toast to Surely Serious. GG. All right, so looks like it's over. Maddie's showing off the gear. I'm going to undeafen myself. I don't want to interrupt this, though, showing off this gear, this beautiful gear here. Look at this. Wow. Oh, nice ring. Oh, look at all these Shadow Discipline charms here. Ooh, crafty, crafty. Knowing he's going to get a lot of damage in with that Mind Blast. All right, I'm going to undeafen myself here on
It's going to be a brutal matchup. Sin, huh?
Yo, Matty,
Sin.
are you there?
Yeah.
Everybody else, shut up.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Yo, what's up,
Coooley?
dude? Sorry about that.
Coooley, I got a stream going.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
All right, are you ready for the next matchup? Y'all ready?
I am. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Sick. All right, man. Yeah, because next up we're gonna see Surely Serious versus the Dirty One. That's gonna be what's up
Yeah.
next, and then we got Dio
cool.
versus Great White Buffalo. But right now, I would love to talk with Matty about that win. First of all, congratulations on the win, man. That was pretty solid.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a very favorable matchup for me, but it was good fights, just like back on LOD.
Yeah, man, that was solid. So, so you say it's favorable. Why is it favorable for a trap sin versus a hybrid sin?
Because I can use my range and I can just escape the. Every time he goes for a whirlwind, he basically gets punished, right?
Ah, okay. So he gets punished because you have traps waiting for him, basically.
Yeah, you'll see. Like I'll set up traps ahead, try to bait him into some traps.
Yeah,
I'll
that is
just
solid.
Mind Blast.
Wow. Now, is there a specific pattern that you try to establish with those traps, or you just CT
Maybe like
cast them
something
in
like
his
this?
direction?
I kind of messed up.
So you just CT cast on different sides of them?
I'm just trying to like bait them basically. I'll try to see where they're moving and adjust. I'll abuse CT.
I see. So you CT, but you try to keep your traps in one spot. So you're trying to step
try
outside of your
to.
traps, but then when they start coming in, you're teleporting back into those traps and really trying to punish them for coming in. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that is dope, man. All right, we got to know, though, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you right now?
Maybe a 6.
Oh, okay, he's coming down
That's
from
okay.
it. He's coming.
Thanks for hosting, Coooley. This was fun.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. Congrats on the win, man. Always fun watching you duel. You know, this is just amazing. You will probably see some of these clips on YouTube. Maddie, what's your official YouTube channel? I know it's synced, but is there something you have to search for, like synced D2, or do you have the channel tag now?
It's synced, I think. I think
Synced.
so. I think
Perfect.
that's my YouTube.
And that's SYNCHED.
Yes, sir.
That's what it is, dude. Yeah. So be on the lookout for clips from this on Maddie's
speaking
YouTube.
of
They will
clips,
probably be there. So yeah, thanks again, Maddie. Nice job. And is Riz still kicking around? Is Riz here? Riz ain't here.
Not sure.
Fucking
was
tilted
earlier,
him,
but-
bro. You fucking tilted him.
Nah, Riz and I go way back.
Oh, really?
Been dueling for like a decade on LOD.
Oh shit! No way.
For real. He's an old school dueler. Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
oh, I knew he was old school. I didn't know you guys were that close and going way back, dude. That's dope. I gotta say, and I gotta say this for both of you guys, I really appreciate the fact that this was Sin v Sin, right? One matchup
Yeah.
that's usually never fun to watch. You know, and I'm actually impressed at how well this went and how aggressive you guys were. I just want to say, as a viewer and an aficionado of, you know, these duels, it was fun to watch. I think that was
fun.
that was awesome. So.
Was fun, yeah.
GG. Thanks again, Maddie. Be sure to check him out. Subscribe to this guy on the Utes. And yeah, we'll move on to the next match at this point. This is going to be Surely Serious versus the Dirty One. The Dirty One. Surely Serious, the Dirty One. You guys ready? You guys got a game up? Y'all ready to jam? Y'all ready to jam? If not, that's cool. We can move on to Dio win, and you guys can set a game up. Either way works for me. Game up, 1 sec. Perfect. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. Now, this is sort of the gentleman's thing in DFC. When you step in, you know, if your opponent has any questions, disclose your build to them. You don't want to get any cheesy wins. You know, so you don't want to meta game by like watching your opponent show up first and going and picking another character, but you also don't want to get cheesy wins by them having to guess what you do. You know, so just let them know for now. If they don't know, just say, you know, hey, I'm a hybrid this or whatnot. Or I'm a pure bone, like, you know, or I'm a hammered in or a murdered in or a, you know, or whatever. You just don't want to get those surprise cheesy wins, which is, you know, I appreciated Z letting me know he's a Blizz Sork, so you don't, like, prepare for fire or prepare for Blizz and then he's something else. Like, it's just, it's not a win to be proud of, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how we do it in the DFC. Just let people know. Just let people know what you're on. And let's see here. Dirty One has his stream up, so I'm going to check this out here. See how this looks. The Dirty One on his Necro. I believe this is a hybrid. Last I knew, I believe this is a hybrid Poison and Bone Necro. And it looks like these guys flooding the moor with some mana pots, which is really cool. I will say, from the Dirty One here, he's got his map up in the upper right-hand corner. I was never able to pull this off because I'm one of those old-school LOD players, right? I always have to have that map with that X right in the center, let me know where my character is and where the other guy is in comparison. But the Dirty One just started playing about a year ago, I want to say, maybe less than that. And what he's doing is he keeps that map up in the upper right corner. And if you are, you know, if you are used to that and if you learn like that, that could be very good for viewing purposes. So I got to say, love it, appreciate it. Thank you, good sir. That is dope. We just tuned into Dio because it looks like we lost the stream on the Dirty One. And we're going to pop back in here. Looks like he's back up and rolling. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it looks good. All right, so the game is up. Just waiting on Shirley Serious to jump in, start kicking some ass, and or the Dirty One to start kicking some ass. Now, I'm not sure what Shirley is on. What is Shirley Serious on for a character? Even his account shows up as just Shirley, so we don't actually know. We'll find out in a minute. Ooh. What was that? Is he on a Sin? I think he just got hit by a Shadow Master. I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, that random hit, yeah, that's going to put Shirley on a Sin. Okay, good stuff. So look at this. Shirley Serious doing some really nice CT casting. You look at that. Shirley is far off the map and is able to cast these traps right in the direction of the Dirty One here. Dirty is, you know, this is the way to do it with a hybrid Poison Necro. You see him, he's spamming this Bone Spirit in the general direction of Faye, aka Shirley Serious. And he's trying to catch him with these, trying to hit him with some IBSs, Invisible Bone Spirits. And, oh man, and he's getting caught in those traps. That could be bad. But he also has the ability to sort of harass Shirley Serious when he comes in with Poison Nova. I really do like that. The only thing about Poison Nova with this particular matchup, with Shirley being on a Sin, is that Poison Nova can actually be claw blocked, which is annoying as fuck. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing a perfect placement of those Novas. What the Dirty One just did is when he teleports in to Shirley Serious, he drops 2 Poison Novas. That's perfect, because if the first one gets blocked, you have a good chance that the second one won't be. And that's a really good way to go about that. I like that when he gets in close. Got to be careful to keep that bone armor up because that Mind Blast damage, man, is pretty significant. Shirley Serious doing a nice job of just staying off the screen. Just trying to tag him as he's coming in, catch him, bait him into these traps. Doing one hell of a job of that. Oh, man, he was only able to get off 1 Nova there and had to get out. The choice of, it looks like the Dirty One is using SS here, which is interesting. it's an interesting choice over over Spirit. He doesn't know if, you know, it's a hybrid sin, if Shirley can whirl or not. But let's assume that he can. You know, then I think that's a good choice. But also those kicks, even if he can't, he can definitely kick. He's going to be careful to keep his battle orders up there, though. His battle orders is running off. He could be using it to try to rep life back quicker. But he's going to need to keep that up, or he's going to be taking a lot more damage. Yeah, at this point, it looks like he just might have missed it. Yeah, and we don't see Shirley trying to teleport in and whirl too much, so he might not be a hybrid. Or he might just be trying to stay out of that Poison Nova. That could also be a fair assessment there. And there it is. He battle orders, but it might be a little too late here. Is he going to get caught? And he gets out. But not for long. And there it is. Shirley Sirius takes the win on round 1. GG. Nice performance, though, there from the Dirty One. He's really using this hybrid Necro very well. You know, I know he was mentioning earlier he just built this up, but he's really taking it and learning with it. 1 for like 75% of that duel. Shirley Sirius was at 1. Wow. That was insane. And it is hard to see in this matchup because the Necro doesn't want to get in on the Sin for fear of getting caught in that Mind Blast lock. But those Poison Novas are what did that. That was very nicely done. Now, at that point, I wonder if it's just better to have your Fire Golem up. You know, especially, or possibly perpetually have your Fire Golem up in case you get into those situations where Shirley Sirius or your opponent is at 1 life from your Poison Nova. It's not necessarily needed on the build. The Fire Golem isn't usually what you want, what you're hoping to finish with, but you could also finish with Teeth as well. Yeah, not bad though. GG. This is a fun match, man. We've seen a lot of sins. Just about every match, with the exception of mine, has been a sin. I would have loved to see a sin. I would have loved to have seen a sin in my matchup. That's why we built the Murder Den. It's good. It's better against Zons and Sins, which make up a lot of the metagame. But this is 2 tournaments now where my opponent has not brought a Sin or a Zon when I was ready for it. Not at all. And I'm not saying it's an easy matchup, but you definitely have a shot more than most Paladins do. Oh, man. The Dirty One did a great job of actually escaping that lock there. That was a potentially bad situation for him. Doing a great job getting out. Ooh. I think that was a Shadow Master hit. Oh, fires off the Poison Nova, but it doesn't hit, and now his Bone Armor's gone. This is very, very bad here. Recast the Bone Armor, very smart. Focuses on getting out of that lock first, and then recast the Bone Armor. Ooh, nice train of Bone Spirits there. And a nice potential hit. He might have hit. It was hard to see. He might have hit Shirley Sirius with that Poison Nova. I think we're going to be able to tell based on Shirley Sirius's approach to the rest of this duel. If Shirley Sirius continues to get super aggressive, it would suggest that he's at full life. If he's kind of backing off like he is right now, or no, yeah, I guess he's coming up. He's getting aggressive. If he starts backing off and trying to keep the distance, it might suggest he got tagged by that Poison Nova. Yep, Shirley Sirius at about half-life here. But the Dirty One in trouble, trying to escape this lock. Oh, very nice. Another situation where he might have connected with a Poison Nova. I really like how he's harassing his opponent. When Shirley Sirius comes in, he's harassing with that Poison Nova. Just throwing a couple of them and harassing him. That's what you want to do. Punish your opponent for coming in by harassing them. Now he was lucky to get out of that. He was puddled. Very lucky to get out of it, but teleports into a series of traps, and that is it. Shirley takes round 2. Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot of them that's kind of ridiculous in the current version of D2R. I think it'll get a little bit better in the patch, but I'm curious to see how it goes. The fact that kicks always hit is just weird for me right now. You know, but they are going to fix that. The other thing is, you know, Shirley Sirius isn't actually doing many kicks. He's actually playing a Sin, a trap Sin, like an absolute pro. You know, like he should. He's just doing Mind Blast and CT casting on his traps. He's doing a hell of a job.
Good day.
Yeah, that Shadow Master's doing work. Darush, it depends. Usually, yeah. But you want to have probably faster run walk on it, too. But it depends on the matchup. But if you get a really good GG rare like that, yeah, it's pretty good. All right, and here we go. Round 3, I believe, here. Now, what the Dirty One could benefit from, especially by casting this curse, he's trying to cast, oh, nice hits. Those could be very good hits from those Bone Spirits right there. That was a chain of Bone Spirits that Shirley Sirius teleported right into. It's hard to tell how many of those got claw blocked, but that was an insane series of hits. But what the Dirty One could benefit from is doing a little bit of CT casting with that curse. Even CT casting on the Bone Spirits as well would allow him to would allow the Bone Spirits to seek out their opponent from a little further away. Shirley Sirius kind of approaching but keeping his distance here. He might be hurt pretty badly from that chain of Bone Spirits. That's what I would assume from his current behavior. Usually you have to gauge in these distance duels, you have to gauge based on your opponent's behavior what they might be at for a life total. And based on Shirley Sirius's behavior, I would guess he might have taken a lot of hits from those Bone Spirits, and he's being a little cautious coming in. Well, also you got to figure this isn't a straight Bone Necro. He also has Poison Nova that he's trying to hit with. Teeth is a finisher. It's actually not going to do as much damage as a straight Bone Necro would. So it makes sense that he's not using Teeth. Well, that's the point, though, is they might not actually kill the Shadow. They might not actually be devastating enough to kill the Shadow or to proc FHR. They would help with the Claw Block, but at that point, you'd rather just be Poison Nova. Like, you'd rather just be throwing Poison Nova. And here it is. The Dirty One puddled, but gets out. He's going to take this time to recast his Bone Armor. Shirley Sirius putting on that pressure. Yeah, and I think I got a glimpse of Shirley Sirius's life. I think he's at about probably 60%. So it looks like some of those Bone Spirits did hit. I don't think any of that came from the Poison Novas. But so the Dirty One is doing this work with these Bone Spirits. Yeah, it's a tough balance, too. And you got to give credit to this guy. I mean, he built this. I got to say, I'm honored. Built this on my on the build video that I made back in the day, and you know, is liking it so far. It is a tough build to get the hang of. It's a very tough build to get the hang of. You know, and I think he's doing a good job so far. Everybody makes mistakes in duels too, and that's the thing. And there it is. Shirley Sirius takes round 4. But yeah, it's very tough. Everybody makes mistakes in duels. Sometimes, especially versus a Sin, though, I would almost prefer to, if you don't anticipate them coming in or they CT cast up on you or whatnot, to, if you don't have that Poison Nova waiting, I would almost prefer, if I was him, to just get out of there and try to hit more with Bone Spirits. I kind of like that. Like, yeah, sure, sometimes you could Poison Nova, but a lot of times you just don't want to get caught. You know what I mean? Against a Sin, just don't get caught. I can't blame him for that, really. It just all depends. Sometimes you try to predict the angle of your opponent. You try to predict their timing. You have to do that a lot with this build. And if you're wrong, just get out of there and reset and do it again. So if you see him not using Poison Nova when Surely Serious comes in like that, that's probably the reason. He's probably just opting to reset.
Not in town.
Yes, they were. Yep. Yeah, Claw Block has always been overpowered. They can block hammers if they want to. It's insane. All right, and here we go. I believe this is round 5. Unless I've miscounted, I believe this is round 5. A little bit low of an angle there on the Bone Spirits from the Dirty One. I like teleporting around that Den of Evil there. That will block the Mind Blast lock there. That's very nice placement. Ooh, good approach there from Surely Serious, and he's at a full life total. Yeah, this is very bad. He needs to recast his Bone Prison here. Or his Bone Armor, sorry. Ooh, teleports into a load of traps. The thing is, the range on those traps is so insane. I swear they go without end. Like, they don't have an end. They go for so many screens away. So when that trap follows you and shoots in your general direction, you better not ever teleport onto that horizontal line ever again. It's, you know, until that is done, because it will get you from screens away. And here it is, Dirty One trying to predict the angle of Surely Serious. Surely Serious trying to get in, grab the name lock, possibly even do some kicks. Oh, there it is. Nice. I believe he got tagged with the Poison Nova there. I'm not sure if he had lower res up when he hit with it, but he did tag Surely Serious with a Poison Nova. Now, if he didn't have the lower res active there, I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage. Sins have Fade, which is going to lower their curse resistance in the first place and their poison duration, but he could also have, you know, for example, he might have also switched out to possibly Death's Glove, which would also lower the poison length reduction, or would lower the poison length that stays on. Yeah, Shirley's doing a great job. He's approaching very opportunistically, keeping his distance as much as possible, CT casting his traps. He's doing a very good job. He's playing very well. He's had some practice on his Sin. Poison Nova gets in, but it only hits the Shadow Master. Surely Serious with a nice name lock, Mind Blast. Dirty One recasting that Bone Armor, very clutch. Might have connected with a Poison Nova there. I like this. He needs to remember to battle orders, though. Battle orders has run out. There he is. He gets it back. Doesn't get punished for it this time. Restocks on the mana. Surely Serious with a nice placement of traps. And Dirty One just trying to figure out the perfect angle to get in. Trying to figure out the perfect angle to get in. It's really hard. I think he's trying to make Surely Serious sort of aggress him a little bit here, which makes sense. You kind of have to with this build. You have to punish him for coming in. Yeah, he's definitely respecting that Poison Nova, which could suggest a couple of things, right? Could suggest he got tagged with it earlier, and you know didn't like the amount of damage that it did, and now he's just trying to keep his distance. I think that's really what it might be coming down to. Or he could be tagged in this duel. He could be tagged with it, in which case it is hard to see, but if he can catch a glimpse of his life total and he's very low, I would be a big fan of using Teeth in this piece. But it all depends. I mean, it all depends on how much he's tagged him with that Poison Nova. All depends on a lot of stuff. But Surely Serious is keeping the distance here. He might be very, very low. Notice how he's keeping large distance. I think I did get a glimpse. He might be at about 50%. Tough matchup for the hybrid Necro. And he gets caught in these traps, taking significant damage. Bone armor is off. And it gets recasts. And Dirty One having trouble figuring out the best approach on this. It is a very, very tough matchup. Very, very tough. I think he might have tagged Surely Serious with some poison there. Hard to tell how much it did, but I think he might have tagged him with some. And he tagged him at, oh, no, tagged the Shadow Master. Oh, and there it is. Some inside kicks there from Surely Serious. Surely Serious doing a great job here. Playing this very safely, setting these traps and letting Dirty One come into them and absolutely punishing him for it. Very nice performance from Surely Serious. Was that round 4 or was it round 5? Is that it? GG if so. Where is Surely Serious? Is he in the Discord? Is he streaming somewhere?
I can't carry anymore.
Is he streaming his screen somewhere? This guy? Where is he? Where is he for our interview? Where is this guy? That's all right. If we don't get him, that's fine. We can move on to Dio. Very nice, by the way. I just want to say, nice job. That is a tough matchup. This is the second Necro versus Sin matchup we've seen today. It is a very tough one. It's especially tough for a hybrid Necro because you're not doing a lot with your bone skills, and you're not doing as much as a pure Poison Nova Necro with your Poison Nova. So it's like, with Claw Block being a thing, oh man, it gets really, really frustrating. But he played it well. I think Dirty One played it very well. But very nicely done. GG. Let's move on to Dio Wind, I believe. Let me, I'm going to see if I can make these pop up and not drop out here. Let's see how that goes. Can you guys see that? Because I can't see you now. If you can, great. Awesome. Looks good. All right, so we've got Dio versus Great White Buffalo next up on the card. 3 more fights for DFC Qualifier here. I say Qualifier, but it's really like the first episode of the never-ending DFC. DFC Unlimited. And this is going to be great. Both these guys are very good. I tried to match people up based on, skill level and where they were at. Except I one-sided some of these, such as myself versus Z, but that's fine. That's fine. And this is going to be one of those matches. I can't tell who is better. I know that Dio is oftentimes on a druid. He's very savage on a druid. Buffalo, we've seen him a few times on various builds in other events. Also very savage and experienced dueler. So we're going to see how this goes. Dio playing on a budget Walmart druid. All right, I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Love me these budget builds. All right, Dyer, you guys ready? Y'all ready? What's up? We also have Elite versus Steezish, if these guys aren't ready. Dio looks like he's there. All right, these guys are ready. Dio versus Great White. And it looks like, what is Great White Buffalo on here? What is he on for a build? Do we know? And is he streaming? Yeah, he is. Unless we can peek in. He's on a Sin. What the fuck? Nerf Sins. Hashtag Sins need buffs, right? Sins need buffs. All right. I think this is going to be an uphill battle, but I love watching Dio do this. So he's on a Spider Sin. Very nice. Okay, so he's got the power of the whirl. He's got the power of the whirl. Very nice. Thanks, Buffalo. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, FT Dubs has got it right, man. Mind Blast. It's going to be interesting. Here we go. And here we go. Oof. He's doing a good job of staying out of those traps. He kind of, I mean, just like any other class, you kind of have to keep your distance on the Sin. You can't get in too close. Now, when this does happen, you'll see Dio sometimes throw some offensive nados or try to in those Mind Blast locks, especially if he's not really threatened by traps. But it looks like Buffalo doing some nice baiting here into these traps, much like what Maddie was talking about. He's kind of teleporting onto the side of them and trying to get Dio to come in. All right, now this is Dio's opportunity, I think. He stepped out of his traps there momentarily, but Dio's still not wanting to get caught. Oh, and there it is! Nice catch from Dio Wind. Perfect timing. It looked like Buffalo was trying to chain kick him there, which is a good strategy versus a Druid. Kicks are insanely good. And even Whirlwinds in cutting your opponent open. He did a phenomenal job there timing that, seeing that that was about to happen, recognizing the strategy from Buffalo, and really capitalizing on that. That was really good. Yeah, Dio is a savage player, man. Dio is absolute savage on this Druid. Nicely done, Shirley Serious. That was awesome, man. That was sick, dude. I hope we didn't cut out on the final round, did we? I thought it was 5-0 when we tuned out. Hope we didn't cut off your final duel there, but either way, nicely done. I assume it went very similar to the last one if we did. I left it 4. Okay, my bad. My bad. Now you can also use Sin Needs buffs. God damn it. This is why I built a Murder Den, right? There's so many Sins. But never against my Murder Den for some reason. I don't know why they don't approach my Murder Den. I don't know why they're so scared. What changed for them? What changed for these Sins? Where they don't want none of that Murder Den. Nat said not scared of Murder Den. You will be. You will be. Nat Sin is actually pretty scary, man. Your Nat Sin is some shit. Fucking any Sin that can answer me with another bow and arrow is a Sin that I can respect. When a Sin pulls out the Widowmaker, I'm like, touche, motherfucker, touche. GG, especially when they got good aim like Max does. They can actually hit you when you're off map, and it's not the guided arrow isn't actually chasing you. Nice shots there from Dio. I think those were actually some very well-placed NATOs. You saw Buffalo teleport away there to recast the Shadow Master. It would suggest that possibly some of those NATOs hit. Yep, and there it is. One more NATO finishes the job. And there it is. 2-0 for Dio so far. Looks like I missed a puff from Gator Boone, too. This goes to you, Gator. See? Sid needs buff. Oh, man, yeah. Gosh. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. You're so right. You're so right. They just need buffs. They need buffs bad. Because this Sin is losing. You're so right. I love that. Look at this. He doesn't even have 2 spirits. This guy is balling on a budget. That or he has too much room or too much stuff in his stash. I gotta say I appreciate this guy. And let this speak for his skill on this druid. He's swapping out his SS with his spirit. So that he can battle orders and then have spirit right there waiting. Letting Sins down everywhere. Not at all, Buffalo. I think you're doing well. The thing is, it's hard to get in and whirlwind someone like Dio, who really knows what they're doing. You notice that Dio, right there, you notice he's in a bad situation and doesn't try to get hits in. He just immediately gets out, doesn't give you the time that you need, just teleports out of these bad situations. But additionally, the other thing that really sucks about a druid is they have that cyclone armor, which is going to absorb all of that lightning damage from traps. The alternative, though, is that Mind Blast lock, which is what Dio is so desperately trying to avoid, will actually get right through that Cyclone armor because it's physical damage. And Cyclone armor does not absorb physical damage. So that's what, ideally, that's going to be the key to Great White Buffalo winning here, is he needs to get physical damage in. The traps are going to be nice. They're going to be nice to stun if you can get him in that situation. You should always lead with the traps. But he wants to get that Mind Blast lock and possibly some open wounds going with Whirlwind. Otherwise, it's really tough. It's a really tough uphill battle for him. Because those traps can even have a direct hit on Dio, and it's not going to do much. Oh, and here it is. Nice Mind Blast lock. That's exactly what he wants to get going on. And when he teleports in like that, if he can whirl, he truly wants to do it when he has Dio in those Mind Blast locks. And, you know, those stomps is where we want to see those whirls. That's going to cut him open. That's going to really make this duel. It's going to, you know, start to put it in the favor of Buffalo. And yeah, while it's good to have the DR on one side, I don't think he wants to give up the faster hit recovery from Spirit ever. On a Druid, ever. I don't think he's ever given that up. Nope. Dio teleports into a dire situation there, quickly gets himself out. Dio's really good at keeping those pets up and also keeping... Ooh, nice hit there. Recognize that right there. Dio saw his opportunity to telestomp and pulled it off very nicely, very easily there. Yeah, Buffalo was just a little slow on grabbing the name lock, and Dio punished him for it. That's the thing. Dio is a savage druid, man. Absolute savage. You can't give this guy a window because he will take it. This guy will absolutely take it. Budget build or not, this guy is a force to be reckoned with on a druid. And here we go. I believe this is round 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Round 4. Oof. Dio tried to do a stomp there, but believe it or not, great move from Great White Buffalo. He actually teleported away, noticing that he either wasn't grabbing the name lock or that he was taking too long to. He teleported away, and that's definitely what you want to do. If you can't grab the name, or if you're failing to grab it as quickly as you would like, or you notice that you're in this weird situation where you're on the druid's screen, you don't want to stay on there for too long, because he will stomp, and then that could get very, very bad. Could get very bad for the Sin. Yeah, we've seen a lot of success from Sins in the past versus druids if they can manage to get those kicks in. It's honestly, it's one of the I'm not going to say a cheesy way to do it, but one of the most intelligent ways to go up against a druid, I think, is to really get with those kicks. Get those name locks, those name lock mind blasts, and try to get those kicks in. And I think right now Buffalo's just kind of struggling to find the angle, and grab Dio in and really get him trapped in that mind blast lock. And Dio's no stranger to this matchup. Yep, kicks are allowed in the DFC against all classes. No restrictions on them. There it is. So he's got the Mind Blast lock. Can he finish with a kick? He tries, but just in that moment, Dio gets out. Dio did a great job of walking and keeping teleport up there, because the reason he does that, the reason he's walking and keeping teleport up, is because the second that the Sin goes to try to stomp you, if you're always clicking teleport, the second that Mind Blast lock lets up, you will teleport. So that's why he did a great job there of escaping that. It was very well done. Didn't look like he was breaking a sweat there in that lock, even though he was walled, or the equivalent to being puddled. Meaning, if he did get kicked, it was going to be difficult for him to escape. But yeah, that's what a lot of builds want to do. And when you're in that Mind Blast lock, keep teleporting. Walk and teleport. Keep clicking teleport, because the second the Sin lets up from that Mind Blast lock, you will teleport away. Looks like the battle orders on Dio has run out here. Oh, nice stomp! Nice stomp from Dio. GG on round 4. So I want to give a quick heads up. If Elite and Stesius are ready to go or in game, you guys are up next. And then after that, we have one more fight. G-Star versus I Am Lights. Don't forget to post the results into the chat on ArenaGL. Even if we've watched it, we have to go back later. We have to go back later and mark them down. Bilma, in PvP right now, Tesladin, not very good. I mean, it's probably B tier. Like, it can get some kills. Not good right now. How good will it be after the patch? Probably extremely good. Probably extremely good. Oh, Dio there. It looks like Buffalo teleported in a little close. Dio almost punished him for it. Dio trying to get those pets back up. Using the bear, interesting, versus a Whirlwind Sin. That could allow him to leech some life back. But it is a lot easier to recast all of your pets. Yeah, the problem, the thing with using a bear is you usually want to use that against casters that can't in any way leech life off of you. The bear has a lot more life than the wolf does. The bear has a lot more life than the wolf does, and the way that the life leech works is that it's all based on the amount of damage that you actually do to the target. So if you're hitting these low life total wolves, you're not going to leech much life back. But if you hit a big bear with a 2-3k life total, that's going to leech some back. And I wouldn't be surprised if you got some there. Buffalo doing a great job of actually getting damage in and picking his angles. I really like how he's barricading himself here. He's really setting himself up for success. I think that's kind of what you have to do versus a druid. You have to make him come at you. Make him play your game. And he's doing a great job of that here. And that's how he's able to get his damage in. Whirlwinding away, very smart choice. Dio trying to catch him just at the end of his whirlwind. Pretty smart. Pretty smart strategy there. Very risky, but very smart too. It's one of those things, if you can get the timing of your opponent's whirlwind down and hit him just at the end of it, you risk the least amount of damage, really, and the least amount of stun for the biggest payoff. And there it is. Buffalo doing a great job. Great job dealing some damage here. Oh, yeah, no worries, Shirley. No worries. I know, you keep all your secrets secret. Cheers to you, brother. Dio, trying to figure this out. It looks like Buffalo has adapted here a bit. Now approaching the center of the map, which is indeed better for Dio. That's what Dio wants. He wants all of these different angles from which to approach. Yeah, and at this point, it looks like Dio is switching back to the wolves. He does not want any life leached back off from that bear, which I do believe is happening here. I think that's, you know, keeping him alive to some degree, keeping Buffalo alive to some degree. Oh, nice hits there from Buffalo. But a very good angle, though. That was a very good angle from Dio. Like, he did a great job of, you know, CT teleporting in, getting where he needs to go. Or not CTing, but just picking his angle very well. Buffalo very low in life here. Very, very low. We might see Dio try to trap this in here by, whereas he's staying on this wall. We might see Dio start throwing NATOs upwind and then teleporting past the assassin to try to force him into that NATO that he just threw. He's very good at kind of setting traps with his NATOs like that. Dio trying to recast the pets, but not afraid to get aggressive when he needs to. Oh, and there it is. A nice look there from Dio, and he takes it. GG. Good duel, my friends. Good duel. That was amazing. That was amazing. All right, next up we have Elite versus Steezish. If Diowin wants to show off his dude, though, we would love to see it. Let's see here. Let me pop into the Discord. Hey, Dio. Want to show off your dude?
Hey, sure, no problem. So here's what I'm running. Grizzly Pelt, 241.3, Enigma.
By the way, so I gotta say this first. Whoa, go back to that Enigma. Is that perfect?
Yes, it is.
Oh man, look at that perfect Enigma. Someone was telling me you were using a Walmart version of a druid over here. I didn't know whether to believe him or not.
I was 2 days ago. I was rocking a bunch of crap, and then I was dueling yesterday. Yesterday, and I was like, man, I need some upgrades for the DFC.
Fucking right, man. Yeah, this looks good. Perfect Enigma. You ain't fucking around with this guy.
No, man. And then I got this here, which is nice.
Nice, very nice. Perfect mana roll, 35 cast.
He's a nice little Wizzy.
Now, why Wizzy over over the suicide branch here. Is that just because of that light resist jewel you put in there?
It's the life resist jewel that I put in there. The res for me was worth it with the 50% fast cast rate as well.
Yep.
The 11% mana damage taken goes to mana was also nice. So
Yep.
I grabbed it.
Yeah, that's really good on a especially against a Sin where a lot of times they'll try to kick you or they'll try to whirlwind you, and that's one of the only ways that they're going to defeat you. You know, that's a really good choice.
Keep them far and then stomp when the time is right. You know, just have to pick your points and try to get them on their on the time that they're away and where they think they're safe, casting their traps. So
Very nice.
I try to keep the distance and doing that. So getting tranks for the cold res, arachnids, 15/15 treks, and I got this nice little ring.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice ring, dude. Good 4.5 pointer.
Yeah.
Jesus, nice.
I loaded up on some lifers yesterday and
look at
lightning
that.
res.
Yeah. Oh, who the fuck was saying this is Walmart Druid over here? This shit is dope.
You know what's funny? It was Walmart 2 days ago. It ain't Walmart anymore. It's pretty decent.
This shit is dope.
Yeah,
this is a dope Druid, man. I saw you switching out from SS there and Spirit. Do you not have another Spirit?
I do, but the thing is, in case I wasn't sure if there was gonna be Whirlwind involved in it, so I also use a Storm Shield in case when I'm mid duel, if I see the person's more Whirlwind based, I'll swap out to an SS in order to block a little bit better and to give me that extra DR.
Very nice.
That's why I used it, and I figured she would do that mid duel because sometimes like people will panic if they're losing and try to swap out, or maybe even if they want to get more aggro. So depending on that style, I try to like keep it up so I can swap even during my mid duel if necessary.
Very nice, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, and Max was saying he's like, I'm betting he's using that SS in case in case it gets pretty heavy. But I was on the game plan where you saw that he was whirlwinding and you still chose not to swap to SS. Did you feel more comfortable with the faster hit recovery from Spirit? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was the FHR. Like I felt safer in that regard, and I felt like I could keep him at bay a little bit better. I've been practicing a lot with Bowie and Max, so a shout out to those two guys. Over the years, I've gotten used to their druids, so to them like doing my druid, so it's it's good practice. But yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun, and it gives people a little bit of a view of hey, sins are hard, but they're not always impossible. It's a fun matchup for me. I like DVS. It's not easy, definitely a hard matchup, but a lot of fun.
GG, man, nice job. One hell of a druid. That's definitely not a Walmart druid that chat thought it was
anymore.
Not. And this thing is beautiful. Nice job, very well played, brother. It's always a pleasure watching you duel.
Thank you, appreciate it.
GG. All right, next up we have the good old Elite. This guy is insane. And by the way, congratulations to Great White. That was a good performance on his end too. I think he did what he had to do. It's a very tough matchup for a Sin. But he did what he had to do. He tried to capitalize on the moments that he could. Sometimes you just can't pull it off though. It's very, very tough against a Druid. But yeah, very good. That's fine, Shirley. Serious. We can check it out some other time. I didn't see you streaming there. I was gonna pop in and watch it from your angle. Yeah, no worries. We'll catch it next time. No worries. And it looks like Elite is streaming, so I'm gonna see if I can pop over here, and we'll check this out. Let me see what's up here. Pop this out. There we go. Good. GG, the legendary Elite. This guy, absolute savage on a Necro. Absolute savage in general when it comes to this shit. This guy is top tier dueler. Winner of one of the tournaments that we had during the Arena games. This guy's very creative. He knows what to do. He knows what to do on a Druid. We've seen him on a Druid. We've seen him on a Necro. This guy's very good on both. Oh, yeah. No worries, Shirley. Serious. No worries at all, bro. Make me proud, Bowie says. Rep to full Elite. Fucking RTF crew. What the fuck is this? Rep to full crew. Sounds like a very late way of dueling. Fucking You're letting me down, Bowie. What have you started? What have you started? Rep to full crew.
The order welcomes you.
What is this? I don't want to see no rep into full. I don't want to see no Lateson. What the fuck? We might. All right, so we're going to start up this matchup here with Elite. These guys are setting up a pool. After this, we have I Am Lights versus G-Star 3. That was the name. I was trying to remember it off the top of my head. But G-Star 3 versus I Am Lights up next. I Am Lights has been trying to get into some tournaments for a while now and hasn't been able to. But we finally get to see him on his legendary Hammerden. I want to see this from his angle. Based on how he talks, it sounds like this guy's a very confident Hammerden. I'll be the judge of that when I see this guy duel. But right now, we are watching Elite versus Steezish. Now, Steezish ain't no chump. This guy ain't no chump. This guy appears to be on a Druid here today. And look at this, a very nice leading there going on in two different ways. This is what I mean. This guy's a fucking savage, man. Elite is a savage. You notice him leading himself here against this very tough matchup versus a Druid. He's leading, and what that means is, you see this chain of Bone Spirits he's launching and then teleporting in front of it? He's trying to catch Steezish in that chain of Bone Spirits. He also does it with Teeth. You'll see him start doing that with Teeth. It looks like he has a COA on here for the damage reduction. Really trying to survive as many of those NATOs as he can. And with all of this nasty leading that he's been doing, and all of these nasty trains that he set up, he's only done a sliver of damage so far to Steezish. Look at this, good sportsmanship. Asking if he's good, asking if he's okay. Notice him pausing there a little bit. Good sportsmanship. Classy dude right here. Nice name grab there. Wow, from all the way at the top of the screen. That's how you can tell when a player is very used to these chain locks. They're always hunting for their opponent's name with their cursor. Oh, big hits there, big hits. Elite doing some work. He got caught early with some of those NATOs and took about 33% damage, but he's quickly catching up, playing the aggro role here against the Druid, which can be dangerous. But he doesn't want the Druid to recast all of his pets. In this matchup, Steezish needs to keep those pets up. Those are going to absorb a lot of those Bone Spirits in these trains of Bone Spirits that Elite is setting up. It's going to absorb a lot of those so that the Druid doesn't take those hits, which is exactly what you want. But you'll see Elite using Spear here, and that's going to cut through those pets, and that's what he's going to chase with. When he's got Steezish on the back pedal like this, he's gonna chase him with those Bone Spears. But that was actually a very good move on behalf of Steezish. This guy is insane. He's doing a great job of remaining aggressive while he's backpedaling, trying to recast these pets. This is an exciting duel, man. These guys are phenomenal. And he actually lands a few more hits here on Elite. Elite trying to punish Steez for going to that mana pool. Almost gets caught from a NATO, but finishes with that spear, cutting through all of those pets. Very nicely done. That was an insanely good duel. By the way, cheers to you, Shirley Serious.
Order welcomes you.
I love the saying, why just Lates when you can Lates and RTF? Yeah, congratulations, Shirley, on that. That was amazing. That was amazing. I tried to pair people as much as I could with, like, basically their amount of wins from what I've seen so far. You know what I mean? No offense to you, Shirley. I know you didn't have a lot of wins in the DFC. And I also knew that coming into it, that Dirty One was fresh to it as well and didn't have any wins. So I tried to match you guys up because I knew you had an equal amount of wins just about in the DFC. So, very nicely done. Very nicely done. You guys both played very well. All right, here we go, round 2 with these absolute fucking legends. Good hits there in early with the Bone Spear from Elite. Elite remaining very aggressive, just dodging these NATOs. Very, very risky telly stomp there. That could have gone the other way very quickly. All right, this is a pro Necro right here. I want you to pay very close attention to when he gets in close quarters with this Druid. Watch how he moves. Watch how he moves. He slightly will walk away and launch Bone Spear after Bone Spear very, very accurately at his target while he's walking to try to avoid these NATOs. And look at him dancing in these NATOs. Gets caught there. This could be bad. It's a very dangerous game to play, but that's how you got to do it. Most people would say the Necro has the disadvantage here, but I would argue, just based on watching some of these legends duel that I have seen in recent history, it's not as one-sided as people think. Necro does have a very good shot if he is on the level of Elite right here, but Elite is in a lot of trouble now. Steezish posing a very serious threat.
I am overburdened.
Hey yo, Brute Pendragon, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that sub. Much appreciated, brother. Oh, nice name grab there from Elite, but he is in trouble. Oh, and look at this. Very nicely done from Steezish, and Elite dancing in between those NATOs like they're nothing. Brute, thanks so much for the gifted sub too, brother. That means a lot. Appreciate that. Wow, nice stomp. Nice stomp from Steez. Very nicely done from both players here. And I just also want to point this out because I love pointing this out on the elite of the elite players here. These guys could easily, in pub games, you might see a duel like this go lates, where people are kind of keeping their distance, doing the buoy crew thing where they RTF and rep to full. You don't see that going on in the DFC. These guys are exciting and really pushing the pressure on both ends. Now, that is a sign of a good dueler, in my opinion, where you don't have to kick back, where you don't have to, you know, not engage in the duel because you're either you don't know what to do, or you're trapped, or you're confused, or frustrated. These guys both know what to do at all points. Look at this, the movement of Elite, the movement, the recovery, the aggressiveness, the unexpected sometimes aggressiveness of Steez. But Steez is in trouble very early here in this duel. And Elite trying to finish, trying to keep the pressure on, not let him recast these pets. Can he finish? It's a very dangerous game to play, chasing this Druid like this. Very dangerous game to play. But Elite very comfortable playing this game, trying to grab one of those pets, which is just as good as a name lock in this matchup right here. And there it is. Elite takes it with a clutch Bone Spear, playing very aggressively, trying to finish. That could have gone either way, you know, and that was very good. Not giving Steezish any time to recover, recast his pets, or regain his wits. He got cracked with those Bone Spears, and he gave him no time to recover. Very nicely done from Elite. Currently 2-1 in favor of Elite. Very exciting duel. This is dueling at the top tier right here. Oh, by the way, that's a great question, SA10. This is a great time to announce. Let me do this. If anybody would like to join these duels, I want to tell you guys how to do that. I'm going to link you to here in chat the events that are coming up. It's going to be a link where you'll see all of these Diablo Fighting Championships coming up. Feel free to sign up for any of them. Everybody is welcome. You don't need to have any special skill level or anything to join up on these. We just like to see you here. We try to match people up. We do some matchmaking with this and try to match people up based on their amount of wins that they have in the DFC or that they have in recent history. So feel free, jump into any of these events. We have all of them scheduled all the way up through to the end of February. So feel free to jump in, join these events, and you can be in these feature matches as well. Be sure to join my club on there too, so you don't miss like any of the events that I post. That's just a good way to do it. You can always check out your clubs, go look at who you're a member of, go look at my events. If this is your thing, or even if you just want to show some support on there, feel free. If you're not a member of ArenaGL, it's pretty easy to become a member. You just go on there, click sign in, and then sign in with Twitch. You don't need to, it'll just link to your Twitch account, and you're 100% in. I suggest doing that, because when it comes to signing up for events, sometimes there's a lot of bots on the site that sign up for them. If people don't have like a verified account, I just kick them out of the event. So I would highly suggest doing it that way. It's just super easy. Oh, nice hits. Great aim there from Elite, and he's doing some serious work. Doing some serious work on Steez here. Trying to push that aggression and finish, much like he did last time, but Steez has regained his footing here. This could be very dangerous for Elite, but he might be just willing to tank all of the damage, whereas Steez is so low. Elite is practically at full health here. He might just be saying, you know what, if I take a few nados, that's fine. I'm gonna get in close. We'll worry about that later when it becomes a problem. Nice chains there from Elite. Getting very dangerous though, running into those nados, potentially running into those nados. And there it is. Round 4 goes to Elite. 3-1 currently in favor of Elite.
Good day.
Yes, but I don't want to, because you can see the game name and people can potentially guess the password. But it looks like these guys have a pretty solid game up that might have a good pass, so I could probably do that. I was doing it originally to kind of protect people's games just in case they forgot to set things up properly. But yeah, let me try to fix that. Now the bottom's a little clipped. Oh, look at the artwork from this guy. What a savage. Look at the artwork from this guy. Take off your map so we can see it. What a savage. What a savage. That, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna talk shit, that's the way to do it. He says JK. He's just having fun. That was he says my feelings. Was that it? Was that the 5th round? Or was that the 5th win? No, that's not, I didn't think it was. It's currently, I believe, 3-1 in favor of Elite. And here we go. Big damage early from Steez. Steez taking revenge from that concoction of bone walls there. From that bone wall graffiti. Steez wants his revenge. And he does some serious work early. But Elite does some work of his own. These players are at about an equal life total right here, probably at about 40% each. Oh man, big work there. Big hits from Elite. Yeah, and Steez is in trouble here. Nice chain there from Elite. Elite level chains. There it is. Round 5 goes to Elite. 4-1 currently in favor of Elite. Very close duel there. But you notice Elite very good at pushing the pressure here, keeping that aggression going. Rooting for the underdog. I hear you, man. Elite is a savage. We've seen this guy win some tournaments. This guy is absolute savage. Absolute savage. Oh shit, I didn't notice I wasn't deafened in the Discord. Sorry about that. I appreciate you guys for muting yourself in there. My gosh. Oh, big hits from Steez! Steez trying to finish, trying to corner Elite. Now he has to teleport away and recast those pets, and Elite trying to make him pay for it. And he's doing a great job of it, catching him with a few of those bone spears. Yeah, there's an interesting conundrum when you're a druid in this matchup. You need to keep up your wolves, and you need to keep up your pets, you know, but there's an interesting conundrum. When you have your opponent in trouble, do you teleport away, or do you try to finish? You know, it depends on how your opponent responds, what they do, you know, and how rocked they are by the NATOs that you caught them with. And Elite trying to finish this duel here, trying to keep the aggression going. Steez with a nice NATO trap, but just gets caught. What a very close duel. Steez almost had that round right there. Elite went to about 27 life. That was literally a hurricane hit away from death. What an amazing matchup. And Elite showing off his stuff here. I'm gonna pop back into the Discord just in case Elite wants to tell us a little more. Elite, are you there? Mr. Vampire himself. Yeah, he's showing off his gear right here. It's very, very nicely done. Let me plug Mike in, Coooley. Oh, what a good dude. He's gonna tell us about this. GG. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Yeah, it's always a pleasure watching this guy duel. Just an absolute savage of a Necro. He's very savage on just about every build. I've seen him kick a lot of ass on Necros, though. This guy's probably top tier Necro. Probably one of the top Necros, in my opinion. Marvel in there to punish. Is that who joined? Elite so rich. Rich. Wow. Wow. That is insane. Yeah.
You hear me?
What's up, dude?
Poggers!
Poggers! Dude, nice job, man. That was an incredible duel to watch, man. You are a fucking savage on this Necro. We caught a little bit of a glimpse of your gear, but would you mind showing us that again and telling us a little bit about this build?
Yeah, sure, dude. Actually, I plan to play Sin here, but I agreed to play Necro versus Druid just for the fun, you know? For the viewers, we are trying to have fun here.
I appreciate that, man. Nobody wants to see another fucking Sin in this tournament, dude.
Yeah, that's right. So,
no one wants to see another one.
Do you want to see my gear specifically versus the Druid?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see what you were using versus the Druid, and then yeah, feel free to like tell me anything else too about the build that you got going on. Anything you want to share.
Okay, so of course I'm running Max DR, so a bear chronophages with pair with dongos.
Oh, nice.
And I'm also running full rep setup, so I'm hitting 40 rep here in case you know things get RTF if you want.
In case you have to pull a buoy in RTF.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got this,
Jesus. Nice
amulet here.
Wow.
Yeah, I was glad to get my hand on this one. For the rest, a basic one. I'm using this Raven Frost who cannot be frozen, of course. Some Elders for the fast run wall, extra life too. And the inventory is pretty standard, so I'm using, you know, lifers and life smart charm also. So
interesting. So I noticed the choice of the life mana charms there. Is that what you use kind of as for like your versus all setup?
Well, I'm trying to hit like max all resist on all my characters, so I have this smart charm page here when I can swap if needed for different setups. So here are my cold resist charms, there are my fire resist, lightning resist, poison resist, some faster recovery charms, and then my life and mana charms. So I'm changing charms, according to who I'm dueling and what character I'm playing. So.
Wow. Yeah, very nice. That's the beauty of this shared stash in D2R is that you can have these swaps for like any matchup that you go against. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Man, that double bared COA, I think that's so necessary in a lot of these matchups, especially versus that Druid. You also had won one of the Arena Games events that we put on, man, in quite dominant fashion. Is this would a Necro be like your main character, or are you good on other ones as well?
Well, I play all FPK characters, so Nextin, Barb, and Druid. But right now, Barb is kind of scuffed, so I don't really play Barb. I don't have one. So I mainly play Necro, Sin, and Druid.
So you say Barb is scuffed. Is that because you don't have one, or is it because it's at a disadvantage when it comes to the other matchups in the meta?
It's scuffed in the sense that Warren is fucking scuff, and you can have alt Whirlwind here. So I'm waiting for Blizzard to hopefully fix that, and then I'm gonna make a Barb.
So that's kind of the big thing that makes Barbs not so good right now is that you can't alt Whirlwind, and basically what he means by that is that you can't not target your opponent when you try to get them in a Whirlwind lock. So you could easily Whirlwind lock yourself, just trying to finish your opponent. So that's interesting, man. But you're a big FPK player. You did a hell of a job tonight, man. I'm really impressed with the looks of this. Are all of those diadems in your stash right there? Are all of those for this Necro?
This page right now is for my Necro, my Druid, and my Sin. So if you can see, that's my Necro.
Oh, wow.
Diadem. So I have this one that I use principally into the Necro versus Necro. I use it against Thors too. Well, pretty much against all matchup that I don't need faster run wall, I don't need DR, I'll use this extra life here. And then I have this pretty cheap Necro max block.
Wow.
Coronets for...
So you have a max block setup on your Necro. Does it actually go to max block, or is it just high block?
It's high block. I think I reached like 60 or 65%.
Wow.
I'm pure Vita, so...
Wow.
It's still pretty good, and it still does well against, Zons and Barbs. And then I got the Scaras against, of course, Blizzard Swords. I got a Shamlow Chronophages here that I like to use in the FPK with a 20% Wisp.
Beautiful.
So it's probably my main setup. I use this Chronophages a lot. Then I get a Circlet with faster run walk and life. I rarely use this one, but it's still nice to have. Then I have my Druid health here.
Oh wow!
It's pretty nice to have with the volcano, the shockwave, and the extra life.
Oh wow!
So
okay,
really
so I was
have
looking at that and I was thinking, compared to your other gear, it looks kind of basic. But you're using that because of the volcano and the shockwave, which is really good to have in certain matchups.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good to have again Sorceress. It's really great in DVD too, and you can also use in the Druid versus Necro, but it's more harder to pull off.
Wow.
So it's principally versus Druid and Swords. And I have some Druid circlets here and there.
Look at that. What a beautiful helm. That is very pretty.
And this is a pretty basic circlet, but this is actually my standard FPK Druid helm that I'm using right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So why that in FPK? So I imagine it obviously because of the light damage from assassins, but why the cannot be frozen? Is it because of the Mind Blast lock and the kick, or the damage from assassins? Why the cannot be frozen?
Yeah, it's principally because of the swirls coming from Mind Blast in combination with the Druid. That could be really deadly, so I like to have cannot be for frozen here, but it's not really a must. Most of people play without it. You will see a lot of Druid running, this kind of circlet with a low in it, and then sacrifice the cannot be for frozen. That's good too. But my preference here is to have both, so...
Wow, that's beautiful, man.
And then this is my Druid Max Block setup. As you can see, 46
Jesus.
dexterity and with some nice jewel in there that also
Yeah.
have faster recovery. And
Yeah,
this is
I
my,
noticed I noticed the
What?
enhanced damage on there. That's just probably collateral,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I don't use that at all.
Yeah.
And this is my Pride Druid versus Sin setup.
Wow.
So I actually used that once versus Toshank in Druid versus Trap.
Oh, I think we saw that duel.
I use that in combination with T-God here, but if you do that on Druid, you have to drop to 99 faster cast rate, so you become slow as fuck.
Yep.
But it's still worth it because you know, you negate all the damage from Mind Blast.
Yeah, they're not damaging you with Mind Blast. They're not damaging you really with traps. Like, you're pretty much indestructible versus an assassin with that setup. That's
Right. And then I have my Assassin's Griffin. So I have a Jaw, a Bear, and a Sham that I'm using on my Sin right now that I can swap. I use the Sham one mostly in FPK, and then I will use the Jaw one versus Necro, and the Bear versus Barb and shit, you know.
wow.
And this is my Assassin block setup.
Ooh.
And some perfect Dancer for block setup on both Druids, Sin, and Necro too.
Yeah, that is beautiful, man. This is an amazing setup. I just want to say congrats on this win, man. That was very well done. It's amazing watching you duel. It was phenomenal watching it from your standpoint this time. So thank you for sharing your screen. Thank you for showing off your stuff and explaining this build a little bit to just pubs like me who don't quite understand the real technicalities of Necros or really a lot of these FBK characters. I appreciate that, man. So thank you so much.
Thanks to you, dude. Thanks for hosting. You're doing a great job. Keep doing it. I'm looking forward for the next tourneys, you know?
All right, man. Hope to see you there. Take care, brother. Talk to you very soon.
See ya.
All right, GG. We've got one more matchup in the works for tonight. This is the one. This is the one we've got. It is G-Star versus I Am Lights. Now, if these guys are ready, we're ready to check it out. Let me just check in the Discord here, see if these guys got games up. It looks like Ink has a game up. I'm not sure. Is Ink G-Star? Hold on. What's going on here? Where these guys at? I'm going to ping them in the Discord. Just let them know what's up. And nah, Ink isn't dueling yet. Okay, good stuff. GG. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes people can, sometimes people can't. Let's see. I don't see them in here sharing. It's no worries if they can or can't. It is excellent. Okay, so we got I Am Lights coming, and we're waiting on G-Star. Waiting on G-Star. Do we have word from G-Star? I'm gonna message him on Discord. G-Star, where you at? Hey, man. Ready for your duel? Okay. Awesome. Yeah, if we haven't heard from G-Star, no worries. I see that he's offline. He's not in the Discord. If he's not in the stream, I'm not going to wait on it. That's fine. We can actually replace this with somebody else. We got Barnack on the ropes ready to go here. If Barnack's ready to go, I'm down for that too. We'll ask him to be a fill-in. If you guys are cool with that. Want to fill in for G-Star? If so, can you duel now? If not, I think we also have somebody else ready to go. Is it HVH? Is that what it's going to be? I have no idea. I'm going to move away so there's no metagaming going on. Turn off the map. Want no metagaming going on my screen. Tabernacle. All right, I see Barnack is online, but I'll wait. I'll give him a little bit for a response, but I think also Toshank was ready to go. Toshank looks like he's no, I got a response from Barnack. Hey yo. Sick. Oh, you did. You replied in Twitch. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm so bad at watching two things at once. I'm like anti ADD. I can only focus on like one thing at once. Big dumbass over here. I wish I had those skills, honestly. All right, so we're gonna do a replacement fight here with Barnack versus I Am Lights. So I Am Lights is gonna get his duel in here. I'm going to see if I can update this in the actual event. Let me see if I can do this. Edit. And we'll remove G-Star. Let's see if we can add Barnack. Got him. Let's pick him. Good stuff. He's in there officially. In there officially. And we'll drop G-Star. All right, yeah, so what are the builds? Do we know? We don't want people metagaming before they come in. But yeah, it looks like we got people in here now. It looks like Paladin versus Druid. This very well could be how it's going down here. All right, both players, please go ahead and in the Discord, share your stream, or if you're streaming it on Twitch, just let me know the channel, and we'll go check it out. Pretty dope. We got Barnack in here, Franco Bowl. Let's see if we can pop in and check this out. GG. Ooh, look at this. Looks clean and crisp. Clean and crisp. Thanks to you guys in the Discord. I just want to give a special shout out and cheers to... I'm going to catch up on my cheers in the chat here real quick, but also I want to give a special cheers to the people who have boosted the Discord so that we can stream in HD like this. That means a lot. I appreciate you guys' support. Really makes these possible. It would not be possible like this without you guys. So thank you so much. It means a lot. And cheers to you guys. I'm going to do a double cheers to Poodle Spreadsheet. And cheers to Gold Magic Find. Gosh, you guys putting me through 3 beers tonight. By the way, I also want to give a special long overdue cheers. And I apologize for being so long overdue on this. But Brute Pendragon, not only for the sub, but for the gifted community sub, dude. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much that means. I appreciate that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. What do we got going on here? We got people... fucking metagaming. Ain't no fucking metagaming going on. You join up with a pally. You play with the pally, bros. What is this? What is this shit? Appreciate you, Brute. Thank you so much, man. Additional cheers to you for being late. All right. no one else, or else I gotta go grab another beer. Gonna put me 4 deep tonight. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right, these guys pooling up. Just in case I am gonna go grab another one here. I'm gonna grab another one, do a cheers, and say something to Gatorboon. BRB, my friend. Yo. So I just want to say, Gatorboon, I'm so happy to not only have you here, but have you in the FB gaming chat with me so frequently. I appreciate you on so many levels. I want to say that I hope your move to Ohio here soon goes well, and I hope that you don't get too discouraged by the weather, because it's significantly different than Florida. But, you know, something tells me about your style, your way of going about things, and your approach to life in general. You're going to be happy no matter what. Your vibes, your positivity, everything you bring to the stream means a lot, and I want to give you a special cheers, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, who is Barnack? You? And I am Lights. AK is G-Star. Okay, all right. My apologies. So G-Star showed up. That's okay. I think we have to give it to G-Star. Sorry, G. Thought you dropped. All good. G-Star is here. Is he here, or AFK? Okay. All right, we're all good. Sorry, Barnack. And I Am Lights is Stevens. Okay, cool. So we're going to have Stevens, the Paladin, versus, and this is the H-Den, versus Akami, who is G-Star. So let me get that corrected really quick. Sorry about the confusion. Barnack, thanks for being on deck and ready to go, man. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to get your hopes up there. Let me go ahead and edit this one more time. And we'll pick the perfect person for this duel. We got G-Star in there. Back again. Back again. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the confusion. We did hear back from G-Star. Do I have the right person in Discord, by the way? I did send a message in Discord. Yeah, I did get him. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thanks, man. Awesome. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. All right, well, let's get this going then. If you guys would pop into G-Star, let me see if he's in the Discord ready to stream here. G-Star and I Am Lights. I see I Am Lights in there. One of you guys needs to stream. Both of you guys need to stream your duels. Let me let G-Star know. G-Star, can you pop into join the stream And share your screen. Sorry about that, Barnack. I feel bad, man. But G-Star's just getting off of work. He's just rushing in to get into this. I'd hate to not let him duel. I am lights can't stream. Well, let's see. Hopefully G-Star can. All right, G-Star's in there. Good stuff. We might have a screen share here. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got one. Sure can. Good stuff. We got it. All right. Yeah, guys, feel free to start whenever. Just, you know, say go when you're ready. It looks like G-Star is on a Sin here, and he's going to be going up against an H-Donk over here. Looks like he has some pretty good stuff, man. He's got an inventory of matching charms. He's got some really good stuff on deck here. This is a very well put together Sin. Can he pull it off against a Hammerden? Now, I personally know that this is a tough matchup for the Hammerden. I Am Lights has a lot of confidence in his Hammerden. He seems like a very confident and competent player as well. So, just want to say, this could be a very interesting match. This could be a very interesting match. I'm wondering how he's going to switch it up. What you guys will want to do is just kind of stay on this side of the river. I know this map kind of is weird, has a weird river about it. Just stay on this side of the river. By the way, Brute Pendragon, won't miss you this time, brother. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's 2 so far, man. Thank you so much, dude. Cheers to you. Look at that mana. Oh, shit. Sorry. Thank you. Let me get that fixed. Let me get that fixed. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for the heads up. I know I was forgetting something when I came back. Gosh, what a Dumbo. What a Dumbo. FV, you and I, the same thing, man. I always expect to do far better than I do. Don't worry. You won't be the laughing stock of the DFC. That title is already mine. So don't worry. People metagame me because they know, hey, Coooley sucks. He's only good on one build. I'm going to bring the answer to that build. Thanks, Brute. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. All right, these guys are starting up. We have a Din versus a Sin here. We're going to see how this is going to go. We've got G-Star with his absolute... Oh, these guys weren't even hostile to each other. It wouldn't be a DFC event unless that happened at least once. It wouldn't be... I was surprised we hadn't seen it yet. Honestly. Wouldn't be a DFC event. All right, and here we go. Look at this. G-Star getting in with a nice Mind Blast. And really trying to trap I Am Lights here. He's got to be careful dancing in these hammers. That could get very dangerous. It looks like he got clapped by one there, but only for 600 damage. Which seems very weak to me. That seems like a very weak hammer. I'm wondering if, oh, and there it is. What, just as I say that, he gets clapped by a big hit from the hammer. It could be, I was wondering if he was a hybrid hammered in there, or if he just didn't have the proper aura up when he threw those first few hammers. That could have very well been the case. 600 isn't a lot of damage for a hammer. It looks like he got clapped there by 2 of them, but that last series of hammers was pretty insane.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, no cons is probably what happened there. It's a very tough matchup for a hammered in. So to see a win there so early on from I Am Lights does speak pretty loudly, and it might say his confidence well deserved. Well deserved. We will see how the rest of these go. That was round 1, 1-0 for I Am Lights. G-Star will likely learn from that right there. He's probably feeling his opponent out here, trying to figure out exactly how to go about this. The use of fade here is interesting. The use of fade here is interesting, but I suppose it doesn't really matter with either burst of speed or fade. I'm not sure if I Am Lights actually smites or charges. Doesn't look like he does here. He is wearing that Hodo. He's trying to get in with these stomps. G-Star's got to keep that Shadow Master up. The RNG from that claw block doing some work. Yeah, it looks like he might be alt bugged. If he hits alt twice, that is a way to sort of correct the alt bug here, but it looks like he is. His name locks are not staying there. Oh, and there it is. A nice lock there from G-Star. Really following up here the way he should. This is how our usual matchups between Din and Sin look. I Am Lights trying to create some distance here and try to reset, get his footing under him here again, get his wits with him. G-Star's got to be careful teleporting into that hammer field. It's a very dangerous game to play. That could be a one-hit KO. Yeah, it could be more that you have to hit it. Who knows? It can't hurt hitting it more than once. Oh, and is he trying to finish with kicks? Oh, he's got to be careful doing that. Never stomp a hammered in. That could go very terribly. Now he is one hammer away, but it does not matter. He ends up getting that Mind Blast finish to make the score, settle the score at 1-1 here. Taking a win back. G-Star with that decked out Sin. Yeah, very nice. I'm very impressed with both players here. It's actually really hard to get those stomps in on a trap Sin. It's really hard if you're a hammered in. I mean, just one unfortunate Mind Blast from the Shadow Master to push you out of position is literally how it works most of the time. Like, most of the time the Shadow Master just inherently dumbass mode Mind Blast and pushes you either out of the telly stomp, or if you do telly stomp, pushes you out of position. It's so frustrating going up against a trapper as a pure hammer, but this guy's doing a good job of it. I think we have a link to the rule set. Shirley, is that still set up so you can check that out and see how much Sorb. In this specific matchup, it varies with each element, but in this specific matchup, usually a good general rule of thumb is 80-20. You can wear a T-Gods for 85, but you can't wear any other sword. You can go up to 80 max res and use up to 20 sword. These guys going? Did I see it? Hold on, I gotta check this. Did I see a go from both players? Is that legit? Yep, that was legit. Looked like he was a little stuck there in the beginning, so I just wanted to check. Oh yeah, he says, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, no problem. Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship. Yeah, I'll message him in Discord and let him know. Awesome. Yeah, I just let him know just in case he didn't know. Oh, man, and there it is. Some clutch smites, and he does slap on a grief. So I Am Lights does slap on a grief and puts on a nice show of a chain right there. And grief finishes. That was a very interesting switch up there. I like that a lot. Oh, snap. Oh, snap is right. Yeah, I mean, it's a risky game plan, but I mean, you can, as a Sin, you can kind of afford to get in a little closer than most, because there's just a good chance that RNG-wise, you just block the hammer. So if you really want to get ballsy about it, you can do it. You know, you kind of have a little bit of forgiveness there. But yeah, it is very risky. So now that I Am Lights has shown his use of grief here, he's brought the score back to 1-2 in favor of I Am Lights. Now, this is a good opportunity since he's shown that grief. It's a good opportunity to really commit to that fade or the fade buff, but also. The way that G-Star will want to change this up here is he's going to want to keep his distance and start CT casting traps. Just to make it so damn hard for I Am Lights to get in on him. That's what I hate when Sins do that to me. You know, they'll start CT casting the traps when I start trying to charge him with grief. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep the distance. As soon as the Paladin gets in and starts charging, if they name lock you, you want to CT telly off the screen. You do not want to kick around too long and get charged. But he's doing a great job here, leading him into these traps and trying to make him charge him. You know, trying to force him into these charge battles and eat some traps for his troubles. Really good job keeping that name lock Mind Blast. And G-Star staying out of the way of any significant damage here so far. No Joby in this event right here. Oh, he switched off from grief. He switched off from grief. Okay, interesting. I was wondering why he didn't go in for the charge there when he was up close. He switched off from grief. So he's really keeping his opponent guessing here. Keeping his opponent guessing as to what the hell he's going to do. I really like that strategy. Good gauging of distance there from G-Star. He realized that the Paladin was close, he chucked some hams, but he wasn't in trouble, and therefore he didn't move, didn't start walking, you know, didn't start trying to evade the hammers. He just kind of said, all right, let's do this. I like the fact that sometimes hammers are spinning around and he has no fucks given, just kind of relying on that RNG from the claw block too. I can respect that. Rolling the dice a little bit, getting a little risky in these duels. I Am Lights trying to figure out a perfect angle to come in at. Oh, and that's not the right one. That will cost him some life. Yeah, very risky doing a stomp charging away. I do like him moving out of that hammer field, though, when I Am Lights was kind of moving away. There's no sense in risking it if you don't have a name lock like he had right there. There's no sense in risking getting hit by that hammer when his opponent's moving away. Or even stomping, to be honest. You don't really want to stomp a hammered in for the most part. These guys might need a pull, so I'm going to go pull these guys. Pause for pull. Pull up front. I don't want to see G-Star lose like that, just for being out of mana. It's already a tough matchup. Mana for both. Go. And there it is. G-Star takes it again, evening up the score at 2-2. Very nicely done. Wow, what a close match. I'm surprised this is so close. It's accolades to both players here, honestly. Really love the Sin that G-Star has here. Really love the strategy that I Am Lights has. Really trying to keep his opponent guessing as to what he's going to do each round. I think there's a lot of value in that. I think there's a lot of value in that. If your opponent doesn't know what to expect, they're always preparing for the wrong thing. You know, that's the thing. You can always catch them off guard, always make them prepare for the wrong thing. Very, very nice, very well done. All right, and here we go, round 5. This is the closest duel we've seen all night. CJ, I appreciate you, man, and cheers to you, brother. Oh, and he switches back to Grief. Okay, so whereas he's revealed that, now that's going to change how G-Star has to approach this. You see him keeping his distance here, trying to stay on the outside. That's how he has to be. That's how he has to be here. His opponent has shown Grief. He's shown that aura, that fanaticism aura. You definitely want to stay out of the way of that, but he catches a ham. That's pretty bad news. Really keeping him guessing as to what he's going to do. Very good strategy there from G-Star. Teleports away, but not too far off the screen after setting up the traps. To make it so that if his opponent does choose to stomp, he can easily walk down and have his opponent eat a ton of traps. That was very well done. I really like the movement of G-Star here. He's doing a great job at dealing with this potential Grief. Now all the tricks are off the table for both players, right? Like, all the tricks are off the table. G-Star knows that I Am Lights can switch to Grief at any moment. He recognizes when he does, and he's prepared for it. He duels slightly differently when he does. And, you know, because he's switched up here, you can see I Am Lights taking on a different strategy, trying to chain lock, trying to smite, trying to get these charges in. And there it is, and he pulls it off. A very tough dance right there. So far, a majority of I Am Lights' wins have come from Grief. This is single-handedly why I run a Murder Den against Sins, because you are going to see a lot of your damage, a lot of your kills, and a lot of your wins come from that charge. Even just having a Hammered In that you slap Grief on with really makes a big difference in these duels. Looks like he closed his stream here. Have to check and see what's going on. Let me check and see what's up. FT5. You're still going. Oh, I thought it was FT3. 3-2 for 3-2 for I Am Lights currently. Yeah, FT5, no worries. No problem. He thought it was FT3. He thought it was FT3. All right, we back in. We back in this.
Yes?
We back in this. Oh, really? Is that a thing, Boss Siggy? Wow, some direct competition there. Oh, I don't like that stuff. Interesting. Interesting. And I Am Light switches it up again, going straight hammers. Very curious about that light absorb, though. Oh, no, it looks good. I was gonna say, it looked like he took a few hits there, but his life total didn't reflect it accurately, but it does now. Oh, and he does switch. He does have grief. Wow, what a tricky SOB. What a tricky SOB. Ooh, almost had a nice stomp there. Ooh, that would have been a good time to smite. He was nailed right up against that wall. That would have been insane. Insane time to smite. Dancing in this hammer field like it's nothing. Oh, a nice chain there. Oh, this is going to be bad. G-Star has to telly off the map. There you go. CT telly. He needs to get out of that. Oh, this is bad news for I Am Lights. He's very, very low. I don't think you'll see him go in and approach for that charge or that smite again. It's a very risky move to do against a good Sin when you're very low life total. Yeah, you're going to see him try to get in and out. Trying to take very clutch stomps. Get in and out. Oh, wow, and there it is. G-Star gets there, making it 3-3. Wow, what a close back and forth battle.
Good day.
Yeah, he is very consistent with his stomps. I'm very impressed with I Am Lights. He was very confident in his HDIN skills. Very, very confident. And I gotta say, it's well warranted. I think he's very good on this HDIN. I like the way he switches it up, switches his strategy up. You know, really punishes his opponent from various different angles. Even sometimes making him think, hey, look, I don't have grief anymore. And then bam, swapping out to grief mid-duel. Like, holy shit, that's insane. All right, here we go, round 7. Closest duel we've seen all night. I have a switch. I don't have D2R on it though. Interesting choice there. It was like a stalemate between those players. That Mind Blast looked like it was hitting, but I'm not really sure if it was. That puts the assassin at risk of a stomp there. Oh, nice hits. Nice hits from G-Star. Wow, big hit from I Am Lights, putting it to 4-3. These guys have traded rounds for the last 8 rounds. This is insane. 4-3 currently. I Am Lights is 1 win away from securing his victory here. And G-Star needs 2. But at the rate that these guys are trading, it could go either way. It really could. This is the closest battle we've seen all night. These are insane. This is a really good, very well... I gotta say, for most of this card, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, But I tried to match make for this card. I think we did all right. I think like these duels have been pretty good. The only mismatched duel I think was mine. I got a little too far ahead of myself, thinking I could take on Z. Other than that, I think these have been pretty good duels. The skill level wise, I mean, yeah, of course there were some like shutouts, some 5-0s, but I don't think it, you know, I'm not gonna hold that against these guys. This is pretty solid. Oh, nicely done here. I'm actually surprised that G-Star escaped this. I'm surprised he survived that onslaught right there, to be completely honest. Hey yo, K-Ball, thank you so much, man. Cheers to you. Appreciate the sub. So happy you caught me as well, brother. Oh man, big trouble. G-Star is in big trouble. He's puddled, and that is it. I Am Lights takes it for a 5-3 victory. Very, very nicely done. Amazing show from both of these players here. That was sick. That was sick. Is I Am Lights in the Discord here? Is I Am Lights in the Discord? Let me see here. I'm gonna unmute myself. Let's see where he's at. Yo, I Am Lights, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, share your screen. Show us this build. I know you were laggy before, but it might be a little better now that you're not dueling.
Okay, you're right.
By the way, I just
can't
gotta give a quick shout out. Hold on.
I can show the items here.
Hold up one sec. I gotta give a quick shout out to Brute Pendragon yet again for the gifted sub. All right, you streaming now? You sharing it?
No, I can't. I don't have the ping to do it.
Oh shit! All right, no problem, dude. Here,
Yeah.
let me go into trade with you, and we'll see what's up. Oh, you're yeah. There we go.
That's easy.
All right, sweet. All right, so
like
you got
this.
what the
Boom.
fuck? Why did you put a P Ruby in this Shaco?
I didn't have a hell rune.
You
So
didn't
I
have
just left, yeah, I just left the P Ruby in there. All right, so we got let's see here.
Now, is this what kind of build is this? Is this just a Hammerden that can switch to
It's just hammer smite.
Yeah, so you got a
Hammer
Vanquisher.
Pretty much.
Yep, this is dope, man.
And then
This is dope.
I go Scourge on swap, and then I have a cube with grief in it.
Now, why the Scourge? Is that just for style points, or is it for the actual charge damage?
No, you wouldn't use it just because now you can chain like Fist of Heaven's lock.
Yep.
You use that as your main so that you can 125 and you get max frame smite with fanaticism.
Yep. What are you wearing for a belt? Did you put on T-Gods versus the Sin?
No, I had Arachnid.
Oh, Arachnids.
And
Yeah, perfect.
then just 10 points into light res.
Oh, word.
Resist, right?
Oh, nice. So that brings you to 80 max res with a 20 wisp. So trying to get as much as you can out of that. I can't blame you. Sins can be very tough. That was actually a pretty phenomenal match to watch, man. I was telling people, I was like, I Am Light seems like a very very confident person in his H-Den. I said he seemed very confident in it, and I said, well, heck, we're gonna have to see how it goes. And I was pretty impressed, man. It's actually really hard to stomp Sins in the way that you were doing. Wow. But I like the fact that you were really presenting. You were switching it up all the time, trying to make him guess what you were actually gonna do.
Well, generally, what will happen is if you go 125 with a grief swap, you'll start stomping them, and then they'll actually switch from fade to burst of speed to react to it, and then once they switch to that, you just switch to grief and like 2-hit them.
Yeah, that's genius, man. So that's kind of why you were switching it up there. You were waiting for him to swap to burst of speed, basically.
Yeah, more or less, and then it should change their play style, right? But like with Sins, I probably could have just used Heart of the Oak and just kind of went around on him, but it's not as fun just using hammers. I mean,
GG.
just using
Yeah, that's dope, man. Absolutely love it. That is a solid build right there. I know you were talking about doing a duel against me before. Do you still want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, dude. I'm so down. I gotta swap out from my anti-necro gear or anti-sword
Wait.
gear.
HVH?
Or just your character versus my character.
You want to do Barb versus Din?
No, let's do Din v Din.
No, fuck. Okay.
Come on. I thought I was gonna Din v Din earlier. I was so ready for it.
Come
I was
on.
like, I just want to Din v Din tonight. And then
How
Z
about
brought
Barb
in a
versus
fucking
Hammer?
cold sork, absolutely shit stomped me, made me regret all my choices in life. And
Well, I'll get the Barb and we'll DVH. How about that?
Barb is probably really bad. This is a really bad matchup for you on a Barb. I'm not gonna lie.
What? For you or for me?
For you.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry. All right, I ain't worried.
I'm a master at this, I think.
I ain't worried at all. I'm
Right,
zero
1 second
worried.
here.
How come I don't have enough strength for all my shit? What the fuck? I want this. I want this. What happened to all my strength? I thought I had strength for this. 174. What am I missing? What the fuck am I missing? What am I missing? Where did I go wrong?
Happens to the best of us.
Where did I go wrong on all of this shit?
So what's your stream at for viewers?
129 currently. 129 people are gonna watch you get wrecked, bruh.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
You want to wager or what? What do you think?
you want to wager on this though? What are you thinking?
You tell me.
I'll go 50 forum goal with you.
50? What the hell? You gotta do
Do
something bigger than that. 250.
For a Barb? Hold on, you
Yeah.
gotta. Let me think here.
I'll put the 200 up for you, dude. I'll put 200 up for you.
Oh shit! You'll put 200 up for me? All right, cool.
Yeah, you put
Yeah, cool. All right, we got this.
Yeah.
We got this. I'll put the 50.
Yeah,
I'll put
you
the 50. Who's got the 200?
Ha, Perp, man.
All
I'm
right.
about to check in your stream here in a sec.
All right. Perp's got the 200. He's betting on me.
Yes, sir.
All right. I gotta figure out where the hell I went wrong on this. I'm like missing strength. I got a Sir on Coooley.
That happened right when I started when I started the duel. My setups were all screwed up. So.
Word. All right. I don't know why the fuck my strength is all fucked up. Honestly.
Let's go, we hot.
Let's do it, dude. I got my fucking. Oh, I think I know. So I have this in here. We've got this. We got to put in the stash.
You use grief or no?
Yeah, I use grief. Let's see here. This is versus a Barb. So.
Alright, don't
Are we FT5 in it?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. DFC rules?
Say it again.
DFC rules?
I don't know. I'm not changing anything up, so I don't know what else. It's even different in that
I
match.
don't know. It would be different either, to tell you the truth. Why am I missing 9 strength? Where the fuck is this coming from? I'm missing 9 strength to wear this. I don't know where I'm missing it. That's so
I'm
weird.
AFK for 2 seconds. Don't lose too fast now.
All right. I won't. Let's see. Missing 5 strength. What did I do with it?
Give me 1 second. Just gonna go grab something to drink here.
Do your thing, man. We got a wagered duel on this. I could be out 50 forum gold. I got other people's forum gold on the line for this. This is nuts. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna put this here. Hey yo, Brute Pendragon with another gifted sub. Dude, thanks so much, man. Cheers to you, brother. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Alright, I just gotta slam on a ring, I guess. Like, a ring with 20 strength because I have no fucking idea how I lost 9 strength in this whole debacle.
Good to see you.
So he's talking like he's got some tricks up his sleeve, but I think I know what he's got for tricks up his sleeve. And that's okay.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, you're talking like you got tricks up your sleeve, but I think I know what you've got for tricks. I think I know what you're going to do.
You know what they say about the assumptions?
I do know what they say.
Okay,
But I
just
didn't
checking.
make any assumptions. Trust me, I'm not making any assumptions with this. 0 assumptions. 0.
Yeah.
I think I know what you've got for tricks. But that's fine with me.
I don't have no tricks. I don't think. I don't think.
All right, is this your barb AA?
Yeah.
All right, word. Sweet, let's do this. Let's do this. This is gonna be sick. It's gonna be solid.
Let's do this, bro.
All right.
Oh, where's my other Raven Frost? What the hell?
The order welcomes
Nah.
you.
Jam it, slam it, Alabama it, as a wise man once said. All right, what's my block at? 75. Good.
So how does the DFC work? Like it's just one. Like what did I just do?
You just had a matchup. So we have like a card every week. So you know, if you sign up, you can get on the fight card. We had like enough matches today. I just wanted to kind of feature them all. But like, it won't always be that way. Sometimes if we have like a lot of matches, people will just have, you know, a good amount of time to complete their matches, and we'll just feature like a handful of them on stream. But tonight we did them all because we had like a pretty decent amount of, you know, like a pretty reasonable amount of people. But yeah, so that's how we went about that. But yeah, and then we basically just rank fighters as they win duels and all of this.
Well, you were supposed to ask Elite what tier he thought I was. You never asked him that. I was kind of upset.
I was supposed to ask Elite what tier he thinks
Sure,
you
I
are.
was. Yeah. It's a very important question to ask him next time you're
Just based on your first duel, I would say probably like, I would say at least A tier dueler. At least I would have to see more before.
Oh, it's a
putting it
numerical
S tier.
system. What do you mean A?
At least A tier. I would say for sure. Very well done. Very well executed duel. All right, go, bro. Go when you're ready.
I'm gonna try no DR first, just see what happens there. Woo! You're gonna need a Widowmaker.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would grab.
Oh shit. I don't have any mana. Like, I didn't grab any.
I'll go get some. Here. I'm at full health. I'll just give you this, and I'll go grab some.
I can come drop it, maybe.
Oh. See, I pretended not to have mana, just bought myself 100 life rep.
Sick.
Yeah, got played.
All right, we'll take that into consideration.
I was gonna say, man, 50
We'll
less.
take that.
FG,
That's
right?
how we want to play.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
how we
go.
want to play. All right. Go for it, bro. Whenever you're ready.
Go. Aw.
GG.
Greetings.
Let's go, bro.
Okay, so we're doing this, eh? Let's see. Do you think you could out Widowmaker me?
I don't know. We'll try it out.
We'll try a couple without actually.
We'll try it out.
I didn't think you'd have Widowmaker. I've never seen that one. I have, but I've never.
Has someone seen the Coooley Widowmaker meme? I haven't. I would love to, though. Does it exist? Is that a thing? No way. Sign me up. I want to see it. All right, go, bro, whenever you're ready. I made it.
I don't.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, I've seen that. All right, we going?
Yeah.
So while I'm watching your stream, so it's like delayed.
Aw.
Versus what you guys are actually doing.
Where's a fallen when you need one here? Come on.
Can't fucking leech life back, bro. Cheating.
What are you talking about?
Cheating.
I'm not. I'm looking for a fallen. I'm looking for a fallen.
You gotta clear this motherfucker. You can clear this
I need
motherfucker
to.
out.
I'm trying to warm up my name locks. That's it. Yeah, we need a pool.
Defensive play, bro.
Oh no!
Get him. GG.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a pool for sure, though. Oh man, what a match! Yeah, barbs are it's difficult to get in on this den. Not gonna lie, I think your best shot is using a Widowmaker.
Yeah, but that's not very fun. No.
Otherwise, in my opinion, like.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do one more without, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right. Yeah, like it's just a tough match otherwise. All right, dude, go, bro, whenever you're ready.
Get my good old cube view here. Go.
All right, go. Having trouble getting in, bruh. Just slowly walking down.
I see this. Oh, why does blind spot not work at all anymore? What the fuck? That was right
one.
there. That was
It's a
right in
weird
the blind
one.
spot. Was it not right in your blind spot? Am I going nuts?
It was technically in the blind spot, but I think it might have been a little too to the right.
I don't want a fucking widow. Alright, let's do this.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Guy wants to widow, I'll widow.
We widow a widow. That's what we do. We widow a widow.
You got like
Do I got what? Do you need some?
I'm just thinking how the hell I'm gonna do this.
Telling you, man, it's a tough match. The hardest barb matches I've ever had have been fellow Widowmaker barbs. Makes it very interesting, but even then, it's like a chess match. Otherwise, in my opinion, a barb is like 90% win rate, in my opinion. Probably higher.
Right,
Do you have guided arrows? I mean, sir, do you have arrows out here?
Charcy's got arrows, bruh.
Oh, you don't have an arrow. Hey, Chris the Cave, can you throw me some arrows in the warrior? No, hey, hello? Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm not in the bro. I'm not in the game. I don't know the pass or nothing. I'm just throwing up the FG if Coooley loses. But right now, I'm sitting
What?
pretty.
Who's
Hey, here's some arrows. Here's some arrows in the more.
Yeah, I need to come drop you some real gold in the game, though, man. You can't buy arrows, my guy.
Fuck. Oh man.
All right, let's hotkey this fucker.
All right, good. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Where you at, bruh? Where you at, bruh?
See, this is funner.
So what's going on?
G. 4-0.
You're just not getting hit charging me. Holy shit.
Oh, Max Black's a thing, bro. Yeah.
Coooley, tier one widow PvP player.
Hey.
All right, bro. You ready? Let's do it. Round 5.
A long fucking comeback.
You can do it. I have faith.
I believe it.
We don't want him to do it, bro. What?
All right, go for it, bro. Oh, you're in town. Oh, my bad. All right, ready? Go for it, brother.
Almost. I have to do a shit ton of shuffling. To
Yeah, you have to do it. Widow
Holy
dropping
shit.
cube bow. Widow dropping cube bow.
Alright, go.
Hold on. All right, go for it.
How the fuck are you charging so hard? It's like fucking 2k hits each time.
Fucking savage, bruh.
Hey, grief, man.
Yeah, I know. I have it too.
Ah, GG. I told you, man, that's the harder one right there. The Widow Barbs is the best matchup. Best matchup versus the Murder Den.
Good day.
You let me know when you're ready, and I'll cast my bow. Tourney's going good, man. It was really good. We're just doing some bonus battling right here. me and I Am Lights. We've been trying to get some duels in for a while. It was a good tournament. It was really good.
Hydro.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
What the fuck? Would you half-life me with 4 guided arrows? What am I missing?
What's that?
So what am I missing? You like fucking like half-life me with 4 arrows? Or...
Savage, bruh. Savage, bruh. G, brother.
Wow, what's your setup to hit that hard with arrows?
Basically just a bunch of max damage charms. I probably have a similar looking inventory than to you. I have like a ton of max damage charms. They just fucking, they hit, dude. But also, I think the clutch thing too that I have is knockback. So like when you were getting stuck there and I had you name locked, like when you were, like if you're watching my screen, like I was kind of sitting right here. And like you were down here and just kept getting fucking hit with arrows and knocked back. I had you with a name lock, and it's good to have knockback for that exact situation where like someone's running away from you, and like you have them name locked and they think they're safe because when they figure out that they're not safe, they're getting knocked back and smashed with arrows. So like you end up getting a ton of damage in. So guided does, I think with this setup, it only does 1.5k. with like a pretty good chance at deadly strike though. So what is it? Yeah, 83% deadly strike. So it's usually doing about PvP damage like 500 per hit.
Holy shit! Yeah, I thought you were just like an armed widow on an H, and I didn't know it was like a full.
Oh, it is.
Setup.
It is too for that open wounds. Cut people right open.
We'll do a couple more for funsies here.
I want that 250 forum gold, bro.
I was gonna say, man, you better pay up, man. I was gonna give it to you, man.
Of course, I'll pay up. Yeah.